Oh, what's happening, people? How are you doing today? We have a brand new system that I'm trying out. So when we receive notifications and new alerts, some things are going to happen differently, and hopefully they happen really cool like. We're going to be building up a new system in our OBS. We're completely overhauling everything. I sat down last night and I came up with this wild idea, wild concept, that kind of, I let it override my previous idea because my previous idea was very large in scope, and it was going to take a lot longer to work on than I thought. And I think the skills that I needed in order to conduct that new idea it was going to require a lot of learning. So, yeah. It was going to go wild. Not sure I like where this music is going. It's kind of a weird transition point. Hide corpse looted. You have a notification when you finally get SOL. Problem is, we might never see it. Yeah, so, comma, here's the thing, okay? So I wanted to do this whole, like, stream theme thing where you guys, the viewers, could adjust my entire, like, stream theme. So, like, the notifications, everything was going to be dictated by you guys, whatever it was. I built this whole thing that was going to be, like, high fantasy. I built this whole thing that was going to be cyberpunk, this whole thing that was going to be like a rave kind of thing, like a very chill, cool, jazzy kind of thing. The problem is that there are limitations within Twitch's systems which don't allow me to like utilize the channel redeems changing the way that I wanted to. And there's a whole system in which I can do this, but each time I like fiddle with it, I have to literally go through and delete all of the channel redeems individually. Then I have to re-enter the channel redeems, and I'm creating essentially profiles that will flip the channel redeems each time. It's very cumbersome and very time consuming. How's it going, Broking? I'm reinstalling THJ on the new computer and it's giving me fits. Sucks. Sabrina, why did you have to uninstall it in the first place? What's going on, Chad? How are you doing? Quintus! What's going on, big dog? How you doing? So Q might actually really like this. So the funny thing is the whole idea or concept behind this was supposed to be it was supposed to be, oh god, hang on, just want to fiddle with my Spotify here a little bit. There we go. So the whole idea here was that we were going to like theme the stream, right? And I had 5 different stream themes, and what I was going to do is allow you guys, the viewers, to essentially do a channel redeem. And when you did that channel redeem, it was going to flip through all of the channel ideas, like all the channel redeems, all the notifications and everything. It was essentially going to apply a new filter to my stream with whatever you redeemed. And every time you redeemed, like, to update or change the stream, it would essentially it would make it cost more points. So, like, we wouldn't flip through 100 different stream redeems unless people had a lot of points to basically burn, which is entirely possible. So we looked at this new computer setup. Oh, hell yeah. Did you get anything fancy? Yoo-hoo, Zeg. Did you get any good fat loots in the raid the other night or day, Zeg? Is there a team that teaches players how to use search engine? Is there a redeem? No. Nope. And it's not only gamers, it's everybody. That's just people. People are just looking for, you know, They just want the easy answer, the lowest effort answer. So yeah, so the the idea of the concept or whatever was going to be that you basically were everybody here was going to be able to overhaul or decide what the stream theme was for that day or for that period of time, which I thought was really cool. A lot of really neat stuff. However, Twitch limits the amount of channel redeems you can have. And so I found out this way. It's really cumbersome, but I found out this way that you could set up essentially profiles and the profiles would allow you to flip through the channel redeems. That wouldn't be hard to implement with StreamerBot. Yeah, the problem is the channel redeem limitation. So even on StreamerBot, they only actually allow you to have 50 channel redeems. And because there was going to be different channel redeems on each theme, it would require far more than 50 slots. And so the way you do this is you develop JSON files that would essentially remove the old ones, build the new ones, enable the new ones, disable the old ones. What's going on, Grimpath? How you doing, baby? My day can begin. Ooh, hot. Got double moss encrusted band drop Sunday. That's about it. Nice. New computer is a bit inaccurate. I guess I bought parts like 2 years ago and whatnot, but had major hardware issues just getting back to putting it back. Oh, okay. Well, still, I mean, so it's a new fun experience. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Grimpath here is from the tabletop / card game that we were talking about yesterday. That's what it's called, Grimpath. Where it's like a blend of like playing Magic and like 40K. It's kind of interesting. It's a lot of fun. Since we looked at that, we've actually we've demoed like 5 or 6 games with people. I think we've had a lot of fun, and I have so many notes for you, Grim. So many notes for you. It's a 1700 X3D, 32 gig RAM, and 6800 XT AMD. Yeah. Hell yeah. That's the sauce right there. Chill bones. Let's change Mal. Oh no, we put it up there. Hopefully we can see Broken play sometime. Oh, you're gonna see me play. I assure you. What I've actually been doing is there's a group of friends that I have that I'm trying to actually get them to like a moderate level of play so that we can actually like show off we can show off the gameplay in a steady and meaningful way as opposed to like clunking through the rules and reading through the rules and whatnot. It looks really we're getting there. We're getting there. New to this, how does one hunt for glams? Well, what we want to do is we want to kill things that have pretty items, and then we want to use those items to turn into glamours. Well, I beat Ralos in 30 seconds with your last note, so there, welcome. Hell yeah. All right, hopefully with a little luck here. All right, we got to kill ourselves, and then we're going to Rabid Bear, Ancestral Blade Guardian Union with a little Mighty Strike in there. Yeah, no problem. So the idea is that we're going to be running around killing a couple of different mobs that drop items that have pretty looks that we like, and then we're going to be turning them into glamours so that they can make our armor look really cool. But yeah, Q, I definitely think that there's a lot of different stuff that we could do and look at. Will today be the day that we get Leopard? Will we? Will we? Will Wheaton. All right, here. We're going to just go ahead. We're going to dump the full regalia on this fool. And then we're going to hit him with all the dots. Then we're going to nuke his face off. Ooh, wow. Chill Bones actually takes a long time to cast. Yeah, not a problem, Brian. Hopefully that helped. I don't know if you're a glamour chaser. I'm not even really a glamour chaser, but I've recently been bitten by the bug. And because I've been bitten by the bug, we must get the glams. All the glams, all the time. Throwing it out into the universe for your leopard. Hell yeah, Dordwin. Hopefully we'll get it, man. It's fun when a new computer works, but I've had to reinstall Windows 4 times due to errors, and now THJ stuff isn't working. Okay, so Sabrina, let's talk business here. Let's talk business. First and foremost, Spirit of Flame. That's not Spirit of Leopard. Z for theft. So this is 42. So we are now on to 43. 43 chances. No leopard for me. So Fashion Quest is the way, indeed. You have the spell, right? Or are you just on a mission to get it to drop for you? No, I don't have the spell, Zeg. I don't have the spell. I don't want the spell. I don't want anybody to give me the spell either. Trio guide. Well, rewind. So let's help Sabrina really quick. What is the issue, or what is the error, or what is the behavior that you're running into with THJ getting it to work on your computer? There's that. Then, so we were going to do a warrior paladin monk guide. However, they're currently in the process of balancing and adjusting warrior in some pretty big ways. And when I say big, I don't mean like they're nerfing, like they're not like nerfing it in a big way. They're changing mechanics within the class. And I don't want to include a build guide only for the things that I tell you in the build guide to be wrong in less than a month. So I've actually been thinking about doing my Paladin Enchanter Wizard. And I'm trying to put together a bunch of stuff because I want to make a bunch of smaller guides that are going to be talking about. We are going to be talking about user interface. That's actually one of the things, like putting together a user interface in a nice way. I must still be in combat. Why do I still have... Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Because I was like, I still have Insidious Decay on. And guessing they want that done before Solo Self-Found. Yeah, they definitely do. Is there a link to the latest Q&A? I missed it. Yeah, Cajun Asian. It's on Variety Void's YouTube, or you can find it in the Discord. There's a whole section just for those. Give me a moment. I can also give you a little clicky boy. Variety Vizzle. And yeah, there we go. There we go. Boom. All right. Here you go. Yeah, there you go. Never mind. Matt got you. Okay. XML reference error, texture info, a slider background 33. Okay. I have no bloody idea what that means. Yeah, there is a whole Discord playlist. Now use that Prime. All right, get back in game. And now we must go. Sabrina, I'm on a 9953 RTX 959. It's gameplay logging back into the game. Most of the time, I even have to restart my rig. So, Irrelevant One and Sabrina, have you guys installed the AMD patch? You're jonesing to play. Okay. Have you been talking to Kata, Sabrina? That's one I haven't heard of yet, so I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure on that one. Let's check the bazaar real quick. Let's just see, is there any... Since you silly goobs... Okay, we've got... All right, awesome. This is actually cheaper than it was yesterday, so let's go ahead and buy that. 2 parcel. Vam bracers. I don't think I have those either. Let's go ahead and buy those. No, I don't have enough money. I'm a poor boy. I'm just a poor boy in a poor family. All right. Bye. Oh, my Bazaar data is out of date, of course. All right. Legs. Yeah, that's fine. So we've got boots, we've got arms, we've got BP, we've got legs. We need bracer, and we need... Is Blood Ember Shadow Knight? Yeah, it sure is. It has a really nice, like, here. Oh, look, Collins. Oh, do you see this? Somebody deleted their character and sent me a Spirit of the Leopard. Thinking they're being smart. But we know who this is, don't we? We do know who this is. Yes, yeah. Thank you, Collins, for the Court of Taint. Now you delete the spell. Well, I can also just send this back to the person who I know this is. Because they think they're being smart, but they're not. We'll deal with that later. All right. So let's go stand in a corner so I can show you the shiny. All right. Here. All right. Okay. So. Oop, of course. All right. So this is what the stuff looks like. Oh, I can't even wear it. Fuck. Never mind. We can go turn this all into glam. Hail. Service. Custom enchantments. I don't want to... No. I can create a glamour for you. That's the one. If you're interested in a glamour, simply hand me the item in which you... Yes, okay. Take this. Give. Glamour. And then we put it on. Wait, what? No. No. Do you have to hand her the money too? Simply hand me the item which you wish me to do along with a fee. Okay. I have to hand her the fee as well. The fee. 5,000 platinums. Give. Glamour? Glamour. There you go. You see that, like, blood red look? Hello. Best viewers. Oh my god. Unwarranted Whitey, whatever the hell your name is. It's been nice knowing you. Get railed. Thanks for coming. Or not coming. We don't care. Dean, what's going on, man? How are you doing? Reading is hard. What's going on, Doji? How are you doing? Hot. Yeah. So we're gonna make our whole armor look that way. So it's kind of expensive, but we don't care. We want to look sexy. So we are going to go the way of sexiness. Like, look at that. Look at that crisp blood red goodness. Yes. More crisp red goodness. There we go. And then we got the boots too. But we need a bracer. And we need the gloves. So I got to figure out where to get those, because it doesn't look like people kill enough things for them to be on the bazaar. But that doesn't look too shabby for the start, you know? Look at that. Look at that. Pretty sexy right there. Yeah. Home from work, so good. Where do you get all the food and drink from your guide? I looked it up and cannot find any info on it. Oh, yeah, sure. So, ready? Food. Chocolate. Chocolate. Drink. Drink. Food. Platter of endless cookies. Decanter of endless hot chocolate. People used to sell the food and the drink for pretty cheap, but they made it no trade. I can show you a couple of tricks if you like on how you can kind of quote unquote, it's not really exploit, but like how you can maintain the food as a buff without actually eating it. And then if you'd like, I can let you click these items so you can get the food and drink yourself. There's some neat tricks you can do where you like eat a bunch of food and then you put this food in front of like the rations. It'll continuously give you a buff even though you have the other food there. And you just have the like, there's an AA. Okay. It's apparently behind here. There's an AA. Where is it? The metabolism. Where is my metabolism? Is it innate metabolism? Yeah, it is innate metabolism. So this makes you eat food slower. So all you have to do is you just have to keep your stomach full by eating like this. See, it says you could not possibly eat anymore. You would explode. You just keep yourself full like this. And then you just keep this food in the front, like ahead of everything else. And you just like every couple hours or whatever, you just eat those iron rations and stuff. Okay. Sabrina, I wish I knew. I really do. That's just not an issue that I've dealt with. We're going to look really quick and see where the gloves drop. The gloves drop. The gloves, gauntlets drop in off the construct. Okay. And the bracer drops off from Spectral Commander and Old Seb's Spectral Harbinger. Okay, so this is the PH for Emperor Coddle. I wonder if there's an issue in her INI file. I mean, possibly, right? All right, now we have bright and shiny gear. It looks mostly good. I do wish I had better gloves, and like my bracers obviously don't really match super well, but all right, let's get rid of all this. I think I'm going to just not use life taps. I feel like life taps have kind of gotten like the gangrenous is actually okay. Maybe we'll load that up. That's actually not a bad idea. Although if he bounces it back on me, that's gonna suck. So we'll do gangrenous, right? It's a disease life tap. And then we'll do the tap over time, Saren's Kiss. Uh-oh. Don't tell Kata where he's showing us things. Okay, that's a cool one. He's showing us things. Nick, what's going on, Nick? How you doing? Yeah, irrelevant. That has been an issue. Would need completely delete those folders and start over. Good, man. Looking good for a white guy. Jesus. Thanks, Luke. I appreciate it. We're actually going to be dropping a little guide on how to like edge things like this and make it look clean like this. Just to help people out, because there's a lot of like really neat things you can do with the UI, where, you know, we just want to balance it out for people. I could not disagree more. We all tolerate his UI, and that's okay. Well, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Crikey. Let's see here. Umbral Plains. Oh, wait, we don't want to go to Umbral Plains. What are we doing here? We don't want to be here. This was a mistake. We meant to go. We meant to go somewhere else. Yeah, we're gonna do a little guide though on how to like move things around. Like I don't know how many of you guys know. You can like right click something like this, and you can actually arrange it and tell it to go to the top like that, and you can tell it to go to the right, and then it puts it in a perfect location, right? And then you can line things up, and you can actually set it so that when you get like more than one tell or something, you can actually like set it up so that, you know what, I want it to go in the center instead. I want it to go in the left now, right? And then I don't want this to move from here, so I'm going to lock it. And that's where it's going to live. I can't accidentally move that. I can't accidentally click it. I don't like the colors. I want to move the colors around. I want the text to be better. You know, I want it to fade in and out. There's a lot of different things you can do, but yeah, some fun stuff you can do. Gifted a subscription to Capricci. Nick, thank you so much. All right, so this is the new. That was good. We're working out. Okay, we have a new widget that we're testing out there. If you guys noticed over here, there's a little window that popped out, and that's going to be a part of our new widget system. We have a whole thing we're going to be doing with that. Dawn Shroud Peaks. That's actually where we wanted to go. I forced my UI to use the original Force Wrapped Banner version from 1997. Well, that's too bad. Is today the day? Palp, we already did it, and we already didn't get it. 42. 42. Oh, you're good, man. You're fine. You're not hurting anybody. We do need our bunny, though. I don't know how we're going to live our lives without our bunny. Like, look at this red man on the bunny, right? Like, he's just a sexy little beast. Although he needs to learn how to carry a shield. That's very awkward. Rip, you got it? Yeah, man. Raina got it. A bunch of people got it, actually. Wham, wham, rabbit ass. Yeah. We're going to go kill this jerk. And then I think we're going to go... trying to think of some other items I want to get for glamming. We'll probably go try and do the gloves, and we'll probably try and do... I wouldn't mind getting like a set of cobalt either, actually, for one of my other characters. I got 2 leopards this morning. I thought of you. Wow. Apparently you guys all just get it. I might just dust off the old Streamlabs and do a solo self-found stream, LOL. Hell yeah, pal. Get her done, baby. I will say they manage those mounts well, considering what they're up against in that code. I've worked with a hair before. Yeah, well, you know, okay. So are you ready for this? Did you know that this, and this are the same thing? So what they did is they coded this, and then they coded, like, they made it bigger, and then they coded your character to behave like it's on a mount. But here's the other funny part, okay? Do you see something happening? Do you guys see anything weird happening in the combat log while I'm on a mount? Do any of you guys know? Toll dude, the solo self-found stuff, they're looking for either the 20th or the 27th of this month. No. This is the hit. Do you guys see anything weird here? Hey, Stoic, thanks for making the guides. Found your channel from the Q&As. I was hoping I could ask a question. Is there a way to set up an audio trigger for Saroo's mana drain debuff? Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Absolutely, there should be. We can. You want to let's go peep that out. Actually, that's a really good idea. We can make that. Made it sound like 627 is more likely now, but no confirmed date. Yeah, they said they're going to try and drop it on 620 or 627, and honestly, I think that it's very likely. Raina in here with a raid of 62. Holy Jesus. Raina, thank you so much for that raid. Boys and girls, Yaboo75, thank you so much for the follow. Another loyal devil. What's going on, Omni? How are you doing? So what we're going to do is, hey, it's the guy that owes me yeah, well, you never gave me a character name. You never gave me a character name. I was going to send it to you. Get Leopard yet? No Leopard. Somebody sent me a Leopard. We deleted it. Somebody sent me a Leopard, and then they deleted the character they sent it from, so we just deleted it. So I'm an aspiring programmer with no practical experience. I know these guys at THJ are looking for real programmers, but are you aware if they might need someone who... So, Luke, the way that they're doing that is if you look at like some issue or find a bug in their bug reports, and you fix that issue and then do a push request to them, they will then look at that and determine whether or not, like, maybe you're someone that they want to take on to help them out. I say that because they've had a lot of offers, and unfortunately what they're running into is people are offering to help them out and then essentially just vanishing like the next day, or like taking on like some project and then just disappearing. And obviously that can be very frustrating when you're a dev and like you're trying to deal with all this stuff, right? So a lot of stuff, a lot of craziness. How are you doing, Raina? How's your stream? Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't already, get over there, give that Raina some love. Click her name, click follow, hell, click subscribe. It's a good time. She's got a great accent. She says, oh, nar, all the time. And also many other colorful languages, you know. A lot of colorful language over there. She makes me look like a little Christian schoolboy with how much I swear compared to how much she swears. Ended with some chill XPing. Hell yeah. You deleted Raina's copy of Leopard. Oh, did she make a character? Did she make a character and then send it to me and then delete it? Is that what happened? No, I didn't send one yet. Oh, well, someone sent me one and then they deleted the character that they sent it from. And so if we couldn't figure out who to send it back to, there's only one way, and that's to delete it. Wait, did I just turn all? I did just turn all the way around. Jesus Christ. Unmemorized maze. I know the maze. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if it's the tism or what, but I like looking at the overall maze. That's also how Broken hired me. He had a turd he didn't flush, and I stopped. Oh, Jesus Christ, Collins. Why bother asking for help if you did? Well, they said they were leaving for a minute and they were coming back. People start a job, then call out next 3 days and disappear. Isn't that the same thing? Yeah, I mean, kind of, right? Like, it's the same thing. So, and that's kind of the problem, is that, like, they've had people, like, I don't want to air anybody's dirty laundry, so I'm not going to, like, call people out by name. But, like, they had a dude who, like, volunteered to do a bunch of stuff, and he, like, came up. They don't talk about this either. I probably shouldn't even tell you the story. But basically, they had somebody come in and he volunteered to do all this stuff, and he actually partially did a bunch of things, which was really, like, some really cool stuff too. And then, like, right before the date, he just fucking ghosted, just vanished. And you know, obviously that's not cool. Like, we don't want that. We don't want that kind of behavior. I need to just get another kelp-hilted mace and, like, have a weapon for each. Kicks. You can kick on the mount. Shaggy Rogers. Good. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. That's what it is. You can kick and bash on the mount, which is really vital if you're using, I don't know, certain classes. Partially hurts. That's how EQ Spaghetti Code started. 40 people partially doing something. Yeah, some of it. That's what happens when you do free stuff, though, and are ignored. You just leave, aka my work with Epic Mega Games. We just got a new title. I don't, what the hell? Is that like Slayer of Humans or something? Destroyer of Humans? No, I don't think so. Good God. I don't even know. Like, there's so many titles now. I don't even know what half of these are. Slayer of Humans, maybe? Slayer of Humans? I don't know. Yes, and Slam. That's right. That's right. We have a Blacksword. Okay, so let's put the right things in the right places now, yeah? All right, damage over time. We need diseases. Diseases. Yes, excellent. Disease. More disease. Even more disease. He's hung like a horse. Whoa. Whoa. Like a flower pot. Hung like a flower pot. We're gonna see what the message is that he puts out for the when you get the mana drain, and then we're going to utilize this as a way to Oop, that's the wrong one. And then we're gonna figure it out that way. Baby arm holding an apple. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. All right, we'll put that one in there. Actually, don't really care about anything else. We'll go ahead and put another disease cloud down here. Also, if you're not already in there, we're going to be overhauling the Discord, like big overhauling the Discord. We're overhauling the Discord. We are, I'm going to be updating a ton of different stuff. So if you're in the Discord and things start to look a little funny, it's because I'm messing with things. That's probably what I'm going to work on tonight. Get that done. I have a couple of different video ideas that are going to take me like literally an hour, maybe 2 hours to do. So I'm going to do some short content that's going to include some how-tos. What else do we have? Just trying to shore up some things that we've been kind of neglecting. And I have a huge board behind me that has all like a list of all these things that I want to work on. And I've been kind of slack-a-lacking on. And so we're just going to make sure that we get those things done. And I'm trying to like burn through all that stuff. So, hey, Sarcoff, what's going on, baby? I actually, like, real talk, we saw somebody's Discord and we got inspired and said we need to do better. That's literally what happened. He made me sad. Fact on that. Yeah, the map filter is going to be one of the things that we do. Yeah, that is absolutely one of the things that we're going to be doing. Oh, Sarcoff, weird. You're there. Yeah, definitely not Sarcoff's Discord. He inspired me, and now I've got like I'm learning how to use like 4 different new bots. I'm learning how to code in XML. It's been an educational week for me. Are you planning on reviving Tangia redeems? So, you could never use bits on my Tangia, Collins. I had disabled bits for everything on my Tangia. Happy to be inspiration. Hell yeah. I'm happy you're my inspiration too. Yeah, no, I never allowed people to use bits on any of my Tangia stuff. Okay, so somewhere in here, we just got hit with it. We might have to parse it after the fact. We might have to use a damage parser to figure it out. Back. Heard someone said something about INI files, and I was going out the door. Yeah, there's there may be an issue. Wow, I actually got stunned. I can't even tell you. Oh, no, not the back. There we go. I was gonna say, not the back, please. All right, let's load him up. Let's also hit him with heals. Little soul well action here. And then we'll go back to this guy. Broken, open the log and type the spell you're looking for. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I obviously can't do it right this second, but that's what we're gonna do. I use EQ log parser, so I can actually, yeah, no worries, man. No worries. I use EQ log parser, so I can actually find it pretty easily. I can just look for what casts happened and what incoming casts happened, and then I can just figure out the wording on that. Pretty easy. Hell yeah, I do appreciate you guys helping Sabrina, by the way. That is definitely exceeds my scope of knowledge. So I've definitely noticed that a lot of people lean on me for like issues that they're having with the install files. And I'm like, oh man, I feel terrible because like I know some of this stuff. Like I know some of the issues people might encounter, but honestly, I don't know most of the issues that people encounter. Okay, this is a little too much for me. It's not a bad song per se, but it's a little too much for me. It's a little too much stimulation right now. I'm IT in real life. Oh, well, there you go. Can I also be IT in real life? Did you try turning it on and turning it off again? Did I do good? Can I get hired? I know that's not all what you do. It's just the IT joke. Oh, God. And we're mana burned again. Is it plugged in? Have you given a good rub down? You know, like sometimes it just needs a real good rub down. Oh, wow. Okay. That's Adele. No, and I'm not doing the accent either, you jerks. That's a setup. I know a setup when I hear one. All right, we're going to have to use Death Bloom. We're going to have to pop Ancestral Aid a little earlier than I wanted to. Blade Guardian. All right, let's get these little babies. Let's get them all hooked up with some diseases here. Let's give them the funk. And get back on Saru. Please restart it one more time. Yeah, Squab it. Yeah. Are you sure it's plugged in? My cup holder on my PC broke. Yeah. Man, those old CD-ROM drives. Oof. Woofa. Oh, I know. I know how much restarting helps. It's just funny. Like as someone who's like a little bit tech savvy, right? Like, and I'm sure it comes from like lots of people consistently doing the same things, right? Like the same people being like, oh no, I did that already. And then you're like, have you tried this? Why don't we try this together? And then it just works. And you're like, ah, yes. I see that you definitely did that already. I don't know. It all of a sudden works. The thing that I recommended that you said you did already. Yeah. Get your stinking butthole together. You know what I'm saying? What combo is this? This is a warrior necro shaman. I'll pay a little more attention to chat here in a second. I'm just trying to stay alive. It'd be really embarrassing to just die on Saru right now. Actually, we're about to do something really fucking stupid. Don't do this. It's a trap. All right, we're going to Hand of Death. All right, we're going to hit Rage of Ralozek. We're going to go ahead and hit Focus Incarna, then Funeral Pyre, then Swarm of Decay, Army of the Dead, Wake the Dead, Spirit Call, Languid Pace. Then we're going to hit 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 until all the buttons go down. Then we're going to hit Vehement Rage, and then we're going to hit Life Burn, because why not? And then we're going to reapply all these nice dots. More dots. More dots. I'm probably going to bounce 90% of these dots back onto myself, which is great. And we're using Gangrenous Touch so that we can actually land a dot on him. We'll hit Furious just for the gigs. Big or small? No. Users are liars. Yeah. You know, it's funny you say that. It's not even like that they intend to be liars. It's just that they're bad reporters of reality. That is absolutely a thing. Like, they just don't know how to, like, articulate because they don't know what they're working with. It's like asking someone who goes to the doctors, like, oh, are you okay? Like, what's wrong with you? And they're like, I don't know. My butthole hurts. And you're like, well, did you brush your teeth that day? And they're like, wow, that actually helps. And then you find out that their butthole is actually their mouth hole because they didn't know, you know? They're just like, they're really terrible reporters because they don't understand, like, you know, it's like red things connected to the blue things connected to the green things connected to my wristwatch, you know, kind of deal, you know? Iron my bags, ruffle ed blue and stoic butthole teeth. Yes. All right, let's see here. What do you have for me? Saru. Hide corpse looted. What is happening? Don't worry about it. None of your business. All right, nothing there. We've got a bunch of yttrium stuff. Lethal fragment and a... okay, all right. I guess that's cool. I don't suppose you have a spirit of the leopard on you, huh? No? Yeah, that's cool, I guess. Ooh, legendary heavy. You know, is that worth anything? Oh, shit. Okay. Well, it's not worth much. I paid more for my glamored breastplate. Blue told me to get the wrinkles out of my bags. Yeah. Back. Got download going. Hell yeah. My God. Thanks for calling Roadrunner. That was somewhere around 2000, I think. Jesus. Did you see what I said about Dropbox? This is all science. Everything is science. All right. Well, that was, you know, that was okay, I guess. We got a couple of new augs, you know, a couple of new augs, I guess. Do any of you guys want like these mounts? Do any of you guys have interest in any of these mounts that are dropping? Maybe, mayhaps. I think we got a couple of them now. Yeah, we've got like 3 of them now. We're gonna go back to the bazaar. If you guys want a mount, say so. And the first 3 people to respond. Yeah, they're Saru and Emperor mounts. So they're like Bard speed. All right, Vaping says so first. All right. All right. So let's see here. Vaping asked for the first one. So Vaping, give me a character name. Burrell. B-Rel. Okay. And then after Vaping, I'll take him out. Dean, give me a character name. Dean is Brachus. Brachus. Do you want a white one or a white one? Pargok, thank you so much for the follow. All right, who was third? Who was third? I'll take one. Yabo75. What is your character's name? Elamino. Elamino. I've got good news for you. I've got good news for you, comma. I've got great news for you, comma. I bet you thought you were thinking, I'm definitely not going to get one because there's only 3. There's no possible way that I could get one because there's only 3. Well, guess what? Guess what? Does anybody else want one? Because guess what? There's more than 3. Ha 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 ha! I tricked you. I fooled you all. I fooled you all. Comma, what character name? I'm so fooled. What's going on, Firefly? I saw you streaming and I popped in your stream for a little while earlier. Send one to Cadessa or she'll stop putting out to you. She doesn't put out in the first place. She's just a tease. Okay, Hurricane, let's be honest. Death Star wants one. Why do you do this to me, Death Star? Comma, Dark Bane. Oh, this is a black one. You're going to get a black one. Dark Bane. Boop. All right, I have 2 left. Does anybody else want one? Where the hell is the Wanger? Elmo Sweet Wanger. The fuck is wrong with you, Hurricane? Too many years in the military that I ate some crayons that went bad. They had been in the fridge too long. All right, I have one more. I have one more left. Anybody else? Yeah. Sarcoff, give me a character name. Nick, if you give me like 10 minutes, I'll have more. So viewers first. What you are a viewer. You're literally in my Twitch. But if you'd like Nick to get it, Nick, what's your character's name? I can get Sarcoff another one. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Later on tonight, I have to give Sarcoff some handy J's anyway, because he's got a truly amazing Discord, and I want my Discord to be cool like his Discord. So I bugged him, and I asked him if he could promptly, sit down with me and feed me crayons while teaching me how to do some of the cool things that he's got in there. Nick loved. All right, got you, baby. Boom. All right. All our horses for now are handed out. We have handed out all thine horses. Oh God. Hold on. This is going to be horrifying. So people, please be careful. Look away if you can't handle putrid. Oh, right, because I turned it off. Never mind. I was thinking that was going to be really horrifying. Back to the bunny. We had to put our mount buffs on. Do you have fun horsing around? Oh, of course of a horse. Of course. All right. What else should we do? We've killed Saru. We've killed the Emperor. We could run down and do Sleeper really quickly, I suppose. Although Sleeper is full of poop. And let's see. We could do water. I still need to get that stupid AUG it's stupid. It's a stupid AUG, people. Yours are headless too? Yeah. Oh yeah. All the time. So much headless. Let's see. Yeah, let's go do, you know what? let's go do fire really quick. Because fire is really easy to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like really easy to do. Oh, those are DDs. We don't mess with the DDs right now. Double D is too small. We need to be bigger. You know, you guys know what I'm talking about. That's a lie. I'm not really like double G's. No, no. No, I'm good. I'm good. All right, let's see. We want to put the disease infectious cloud there, and we want to put our last poison right here, which should be venom of the snake. Yes, excellent. Okay, now we're going to go to plane of tranquility. Does anybody want to... Actually, maybe I should do it this way. The only downside to this is you can only claim this if you're in... Let me think. Let me think about this while I'm doing fire. The only problem is right now, the way that until I get this this alternate setup for YouTube, only guys or only people in Twitch will be able to claim this. Because I was going to do like a giveaway for something that some of you, it might mean something to some of you guys more than others, but we could do like a plane of time run giveaway. And, you know, those of you who are able to go to Plane of Time, or maybe even if you can't, I'll just save all the loot and you can have all the loot. There's multiple things we could do. Where did my bunny go? Why did my bunny disappear? I love my bunny. Why don't I ask YouTube to guess a number and closest gets it? Because I can't like offer it to both Twitch and YouTube in that way. Right? Like it's a weird thing, and like you have to, like, in order to give Twitch and YouTube the same opportunity, because actually, believe it or not, in the multi-streaming rules, it actually outlines that you cannot offer anything to any other platform that you don't offer to Twitch. And you're not allowed to do multi-chats. And I'm trying to be a good little boy and do all these things accurately and correctly so that I get celebrated and I can actually take advantage of some of the opportunities, like front page opportunities and things of that nature. You need to do Zek, Innie, and Quarm. You're too weak. You're too weak? What is this too weak nonsense? Wait, what do you mean? Cast dead man floating. What do you mean format cast? Cast dead man floating? My status. What the hell? What do you mean cast 1 through 12? Cast dead? Why is it? Did they break the casting system? Did I break the casting system? I won't be able to do that. Like, cast dead man floating. What the shit? Put it in quotes? You didn't have to do quotes before. No, it's still giving me an error, even with the quotes. Warsham Necro. Yeah, Tonzi. Nope. It's not working like that either. So yes, there's dead man floating. There's dead men floating. Dead man floating is single target. Dead men floating is a group spell. Shut up, Omni. Shut up. Let's see if I put it on my bar if it'll work. All right, ready? Cast dead men floating. Cast dead men floating. Nope. Is anybody in game? Dismount and try it. If I can't. No. Are you, Nick, can you try and do a cast a spell? Cast works fine for me. Like, you guys see this, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Cast, resist, magic. Cast works for me. Man, you guys are like, look at you guys. You guys are so nice. Man, with friends like you guys, I tell you what. Type cast by itself. Cast. Nope. It just says cast format. Cast 1 through 12. So, Kata, look. So, when I type cast... Here, first of all, let me close these tell windows. All right. So when you do cast, right? Dead men floating. Oh, is that what it is? Yes, I'm still using the experimental DLL. Is that what it is? It's the experimental DLL. I can't wait. Use cast spell THJ. Dead men floating. All right. 10-4. It's the DLL from test. You're my hero. Jesus Christ. Hurricane. I'm not even reading that. All I saw was schlong. Why didn't you patch over it? Streamer client confirmed. I didn't patch over it because I didn't think to do it. Because I'm the worst. Oh, did I miss the... There we go. Okay. I was like, did I miss the wall? So you bother me while I'm working on play modes. Yeah, guys, when play modes are delayed, you guys will remember this moment, okay? That I bothered Kata while he was very busy trying to get you guys play modes, and you guys didn't get play modes, so they're delayed because Broken Stoic is too dumb to remember to fix the stupid DLL. Okay, yeah, that's right. Bad. Shame. Kata acts like he's not elated that I bugged him from working on play modes. Take his bunny. No, don't take my bunny. That's my bunny. I paid a lot of money for that bunny. I paid so much money for this bunny. I paid so much money for this bunny. All right, we're going to kill this guy right here real quick. And then we're going to pull everything. 400K money for bunny. Yeah, exactly. And now they're selling for 200K. Who's the dummy here? Me. It's me. But I wanted one. I've almost bought like one or two more, honestly, at 200K. So wait, there's a way to cast spells that are not in gem slots? Oh, Shacky Rogers, my sweet summer child. Yes. Yes, there is. You can cast spells that are in your book, but so you can't be in combat. That's the important part. You can't be in combat. All right, there we go. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. We got to take our weapon off, though, because otherwise we're going to riposte and we're going to hit things and it's going to be bad. Do I even want to... Should I stay on my bunny to do this? All right. Yeah, if you type /cast spell name, yeah. Yep. It's really good for buffing. You can make hotkeys, which will cast a whole series of buffs on you or your pets. And it makes it really super easy. And hold on, we're gonna cast Quiescence on honor. And then we're gonna go aggro, help. All right, now we can turn around. We can do this. Then we can do this. Oh, crap. We left DMF on our spell bar. No biggie. Oh, God. Oh, God. Wow. Wow. I shouldn't have died quite that quickly. That should have worked much better. Okay. Somebody needs to go in and delete the last like 30 seconds of stream for me real quick. Could you, anybody? Just go in and like delete the last like 30, maybe 45 seconds of stream. Ah, excellent. Thank you, Nick. Much appreciated. Excellent. I can actually I can pull all of that. It's just we may or may not have left we may have left a spell on the bar that we shouldn't have and neglected to put a series of other spells on the bar that we should have. Clipped? No, not clipped. That's the opposite of what I asked for happen. You're supposed to delete them. It's perk of being in IT. Ooh, irrelevant. No one saw you die. Is that because nobody watches my stream? Nobody actually watches this content, you idiot. There's no reason to delete it. Joke, I'm a boomer. I can't work tech anymore. Shit. There we go. Druzzle says she can help, but you'll never see Leopard. Oh, no one watches we talk from in-game. Yeah. Nah, I just did my voodoo and edited their memories. Ooh. Are you the person who did away with, you made it so everybody forgot who Peter Parker was? Was that you? Is that how this all came to be? Fricking leopard, you know. 2 fingers. Whoa. Let's not get too hasty here. Literally too hasty. Oh God. All right, chat. Calm down. Calm down. Whoa. This is a Christian mingle stream, okay? Not a whatever the hell you guys are turning it into. This is why we can't have nice things, people. Okay? It's not my fault. It's your fault. All right, we're going to do this again, but this time we're not going to die. And we're going to take DMF off our bar. And we're going to put direct damage. There we go. All right. Me and Hurricane are Christians looking to mingle. Let's blame Jazz. Easy out. All right, come on. We're doing this again for science. Ah, no. Oh, God, I reposted one. Because I didn't unequip my damn hammer. Well, we're going back to the beginning. Ah, okay. We can't apparently run off the thing. That was kind of dumb. All right. Ancestral Aid, Union, Imperators. Yes. Okay. Time to get moved everywhere. Okay, yeah. No, we're doing the thing where we get summoned everywhere. Yeah, no, that's cool. I love it when I get summoned everywhere. All right, we're all done trying that tactic, I guess. We normally can do that just fine, but not when we're stupid and we forget, to not have our hammer out. Then we're real dumb. We've died to this twice. I need somebody to delete that again, please. That was 10 of 10, Keston. God damn it. Why are we dying? Because I'm doing something real stupid that I normally do, but I made mistakes both times, so it looks like crap. Channeling his inner Leroy. Leroy Drinker. Would be perfect. Yeah. Trust me, I know. The problem is I have to make that. We're going to make it, though. I actually have it on my list of things to do. It's just one of those things where we got to make it, We got to actually sit down and do it. DZs now scale with number of viewers. Oh, no. Hell no. Good God, don't do that to me. All right, let's go. Let's try this again. But this time we're not going to pull everything. We'll pull half of everything. How's that? Time is a luxury. Pfft, trust me. If anybody in the world understands that time is a luxury, hi, how you doing? What's going on? I stay awake until 3:30 in the morning, tinkering with shit, working on new things. We applied, actually, here, I'll tell you what we've been working on. Last night I applied to the creators program through Logitech. Let's see. We set up a couple of new accounts. We finished out doing like the tax assessment stuff, and we discovered we don't actually have to file taxes because I don't make enough money in my business yet. Because if you have a business, you have to file your taxes quarterly, but only if you make enough so that you have to pay $500 in taxes. Dark Animus is a Christian stream and Broken Stoke is a born again virgin who can't be subject. Oh God. I was up till 2:30 talking to Hurricane and then went to work at 4. Nice. Why on earth were you doing that? Imagine having a DZ with such a massive drop rate. Yeah. All right. This time we're not actually. This time I could do it too. Furious is. You know what? Where is that damn thing here? We're going to put this right here, okay? We're going to put this right here. This time we're going to do it, okay? This time it's really going to happen, okay? It's really going to happen this time, all right? For reals. All right, no death number 3. Oh, crap. I think I missed a guy there. I think I missed one. All right. Hang on. We've got to back up. And then we've got to switch this into main hand. Crap. Ran out of real estate. Come here. Stop flying. Okay. All right. All right. Furious. Rage. Oh, yeah, good. Good, good, good. No, I really enjoy being summoned everywhere. It's cool. There we go. Oh, what the hell? What the shit? What the what the shit? Somebody clip that. The game just brought me to Narnia. We just saw the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, people. Oh, God, close your eyes, everyone. This damn test DLL, I tell you what, it does weird things to a man. But did you die? No. No, I have not died. The 7.5 layers of hell. All right, come on. Cast the damn spell here. Come on. Let's this isn't even a game. Kill these nerds. All right. I think we're okay now. Rage of Ralos. The Lion, the Witch, and the audacity of that bit. Something out of bounds. Yeah, something like that. Oh, crap. We've finished leveling this item. Yeah, this one. Do that one. I don't know where all my pets are coming from. Somewhere. Get off your stupid horny bunny and win. No. No, you're not my real dad. You don't get to tell me to get off the bunny, okay? No eggs to level? Not on this character. Although I should actually be putting those eggs over here. That's not a terrible idea, honestly. I don't even know where this one is, but I can't cast on it, so that's good. Is it under? Is that what's going on? Get him! Look, it's me! Guys, this is the real reason I had to die, because look at all these bodies, man. Look at all these bodies. Aren't they great? Actually, you know what? That's a really good point. Where is my body? It's in the bottom of this pile somewhere, isn't it? We're going to have to do things the hard way. All right. I want that body because what we're going to do is we're going to drag it around with us so we summon more of ourself, you know? But it's somewhere at the bottom of this pile of demons. There it is. Corpse drag. Yes, this is a warrior shaman necro. Yes. Here. Because mama didn't raise no fool. Come on, get in there. Get in there. We're about to get summoned a lot. You fools, did you think this was some kind of game? Crap, heal. Oh, we got that one off. More pets. More pets. Yes, we had this. This was all, it was a mastermind. Oh, God, where am I? What is happening? Help. Help. This is chaos. I apologize. I had not planned for chaos today, but this is what you all get. So, oh, good. You're up here. Yeah. More pet. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. We wanted to fight this guy next. And then this guy, right? Come on, pets, kill him. So much truth and the real fear in that statement. They've achieved self-awareness. They know it's a game. Dude, all right, hold up. Dark Animus, you guys want to hear about something that fucking Jeff Butler is working on right now? You guys want to hear some crazy, crazy stuff? Okay, so he's working on a game. It's called Avalon, okay? We're checking this game out, and he's like showing myself and a select few people like the game playing, and he's like, yeah, this is your companion, and this companion like follows you through and like plays the game with you, which was really cool. Mulligan, thank you so much, sexy bitch. I love you so much. You're awesome. So he's showing us this these aspects of the game, and he's like, oh man, and this is the companion. And then he's like, you can talk to the companion, and you can like, the companion will do things in the game, like to you. No, I'm just kidding. But the companion will like quest, and like, if you say like, heal me, like he'll respond and like remember like your previous interactions and things. It's really crazy. So then someone else in the chat made a comment about like how wild that was and how crazy it was, and then asked Jeff a question, and the NPC that was in Jeff's group answered the question, like could hear him through Discord and answered the question. It was crazy. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're really good. We killed everything. We've got a couple pets. Look, it's my body. My body made a bunch of me's. Not scary at all. Yeah, it was bizarre. It was absolutely insane. Did we? No, there we go. Okay, now it was just a little bit of delay. Get him! Look at all the me's. Look at all these me's. They're getting him. Kill him. Just finish your flagging guide. Thanks, man. Then I get time. And now I'm like, now what? Well, Milo, let's talk about now what. There's Zeb you can fight towards. There's Augs you can get. There's character tuning you can do. Pretty soon there's going to be solo self-found mode. They're also working on Dungeon Finder. But they're like that name. They're talking about that name possibly changing. So who knows? Who knows where that's going to go? Ooh. You don't understand conscript. Holy crap. There's a name I haven't seen in ages. Who's this conscript character? I don't. It's like I used to know that guy, but then he's gone. He disappeared from the realms of Earth. Real dolls with attitude. Oh God. Pal Zerker neck, man. That would be a crazy build too. All right. I beat EverQuest for a long while until I saw people playing THA, and now I never have to LFG on a TLP again. Oh, I figured you just came back to play on the TLP, man. Broken Stoic, see, scary, and the future is good. We can do away with jazz, and you can dump your... yeah, that's not going to happen, boy. I love my wife. My wife is amazing. It's my boy. What's up, Califos? How you doing, bud? How doth go? The sweat lodgeth. Definitely not playing at TLP. Fair enough. It's your wife's 56th birthday today. Nick, let me just change that for you, okay? It's my wife's 29th birthday today. Well, congratulations. Tell your wife happy birthday for her 29th birthday. I won't tell her if you don't, okay? Yeah, 21st. Oh, yeah. Good for you. Good for you. Bagging a hot mama, you know? Pal Burneck is my main. It's quite fun. Oh, nice. That's cool. That has some like really fun possible mechanics. We are leaving for Paris on Saturday for her birthday. Oh, that's awesome, dude. I'm jelly. The Sweat Lodge is in shambles. People found out about AC Shred, and now it's just all questions about oh no. Well, Califos, we all know what we know what's going to happen there. My question was legit. How is your health not spiking on playing a fire trial? Couldn't figure it out. Oh, so this build is pretty durable. I don't really I joke around and I screw around, but honestly, I can take Zeb with this build. Like some of what I'm doing is for show, truth be told, but it's a very, very tanky build. See, like if I don't even want to make my health move, I can literally just do this. And now I can kill anything and my health probably won't even move. And if we want to like really amp up our damage, we can pop Arcanum, Funeral Pyre, Hand of Death. Then we do Canny Death Bloom to knock my health backwards. Then we do Life Burn. And we just watch things melt. Yeah, but you won't... Oh, I mean, you may be watching me use Shizar Seance Staff. That's some bullcrappery that exists. Shaman Necro Warrior, yeah. Oh yeah, I don't get hit for much, man. First of all, this guy's geared pretty well. I don't have a lot of Augs. Like I don't have a bunch of Augs in my gear. But all my gear is legendary. And I'm best in slot except for the earrings. Nick Level. So you're rich. Can you buy a Treller diesel truck? I'll take care of it, and fish and bluefin making. No essence of fire. Well, essence of fire. No. Yeah, that thing. Crucible. Yeah, Crucible of the Elements. That thing. All right, we're gonna have to get rid of the bunny here soon. Let's see. We don't need any of that. I do want to bring my pet back up, and we do want to make sure he has the Tulwar here. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. So we're gonna get our pets back up. So we're gonna go do water now. And water's a lot easier when you pull everything. Just makes life a lot easier. Please get your leopard spell. I don't have a leopard spell. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, hey, Caliphos, you want me to show you a fun thing? Do you know about this? You can't wait for Dungeon Finder Kedge Keep. Do you know about this trick? Do you know about the bunny? Where are you? You're somewhere in here. There you are. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. I tried. The Stoic guy is worse than a pissed off Latina. Whoa. My Warmonk Burr is only 17. He's my main on THJ. Should I spend time grinding some AAs or hit 50 first? Luke Cage, honestly, are you like, you're not doing solo self-found or anything weird like that, right? You're just, it's your first character. You're just leveling him normally. You're just going like straight up. Yeah, Caliphos is giving you good advice if that's the plan. If you're doing like solo self-found or something, it might not be a bad idea to stop at 30 and get a little bit of AA. But other than that, honestly, the only other reason to stop at 30 is to get the egg capsules. But I honestly don't even think you should do that. Which reminds me, there's something I got to do at some point. Was that character on the map named Star? No, definitely not. Warmonk Burr goes great in Plane of Fear or Plane of Hate. You just slay for like 100. Yeah, you pull everything. All right. Let's see here. We need to get our pets up. The Augs from Straw are better heroic strength Augs. Yes, but you don't want those either. Well, actually, are they? No, they're not. Wait a minute. No, they're not. Why are they better? The egg capsules are better. The Broken Ones has a lot of helpful people in guild. That's true. Danger Zone is speaking truth. We do have a lot of really helpful people in the guild. It's actually been really cool to watch it kind of grow and build. Other pet order, True Spirit. And if anybody is interested in joining the guild, we're always accepting new members. It's veterans and new players alike, and we're looking to help people through progression, help people with gear, help people answer questions, pretty much anything, you know? And the idea is that you just need to pay it forward. God dang it. I always forget to do this. You can't buy the AA that are free. Infamy is now recruiting. I'm stream sniping broken. Get wrecked. Oh yeah. Oh, I've heard about you, Infamy folk. All right. All you guys need to know is that Sorath is in that guild. Awkward. I don't help. I only make signets of might. They're a total crutch. People don't realize. How are they a crutch? Tell me more. I mean, they're like the best earrings in the game for like the next 3 expansions. Are 10 less up and 80 more mana is the difference. Hit points? Oh, yeah, but they don't have heroic agility or heroic stamina, which is pretty crazy. All of Sorath's accounts are auto-blocked? Yeah, there you go. Let's see here. Pet haste. Oh, see, this is why I need to do this. Actually, we should make a hotkey. All right, hold on. Let's do this. I actually want to do this live. We're going to do this live. All right, so the pet haste and the augment of rune of death and spirit quickening, right? So we're going to go over here. We're going to create a new one. We'll put this up here. Pet buff, right? Crap, I have to do that huge long thing that Kata said. All right, where is it? Cast spell THJ. All right. Pause. Cast time. 6.5, 3.3. So we'll do 400. And then cast spell THJ space rune of death. Rune of death. All right. Let's see if this works. No. No. 40, not 400. Is that what it is? No, that's not. Yeah, it's the fact that it's a pound sign. Because I have to switch my DLL back. Well, shoot. All right. Well, we can do it this way. Okay. And then we can do pause 40. And then we can do cast spell THJ. Need a comma between the commands? You shouldn't. You actually, over here, you shouldn't need it. Well, so I can't do, yeah, the cast spell. So, like, you see this? You don't actually need the commas with the pound commands. Well, so this would work if I didn't have the test DLL, but I do have the test DLL. That's why I'm running into this problem, guys. I have the test DLL. So it's fucking with the commands. Because I don't want to switch back and forth all the damn time. I don't know if I'd call it fancy, but here, whatever. We'll do that another time. It was going to be informational, but I forgot that would block that. Rune of Death. All right, get rid of those, and then we'll do... I wonder if I got the test DLL too. My stuff isn't always working either. Yeah, Califos, that's the problem. If you did the new DLL for what we were testing the other day, then half that shit doesn't work right now. Kata actually came in here earlier and pointed it out. Heals, duration, quiescence, and hit point buffs. Yeah. Testes, 1, 2, 3. Yes, indeed. All right. Now we're going to do pet setup. See, and like by doing that, you see how he did all these things? And it doesn't require commas. with the hashtag commands. The Hurricane. Ooh, chosen sub emote. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is he choosing? Should we be worried? Oh, right. We have this now. All right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I get that. The problem is that with the current thing, it doesn't actually work with the current test DLL. Oh, this is gonna be hilarious. Ready? I'm gonna pull the whole room. Bloop. Go, gadget pet. What's my map pack? Boom. That one. Love it. All right, what do you got on you? What do you got on you, boy? Ugh. All right, did we get any other named? While my pets are literally pulling everything. Love this crap. Coral Hilted Talwar, OP. Literally, like, the AoE on this thing is so big. Hurricane, you know that's only for 24 hours, right? Luke, it doesn't work on YouTube. I'm sorry, dude. I can give you the BIS list, though. Here you go, baby. Whoop. We're starting because we're going to drop a video for everything in the BIS list too. You're going to be able to go to the video that's associated with the build from inside of the BIS list. We're going to link all the videos into it, so you guys can go ahead and just click on the video right from inside there. No named. Touch my tingle. Good evening. What's going on? Jazz, he's been talking smack the whole time you haven't been around. I don't know why you let him out of his cage, frankly. All of chat is wondering why you let him out of his cage. It's all good. I'm only 17 anyway, so Abyss list is out of my range. Yeah, we've been talking about trying to do something like a poor man's Abyss list, or like a buy it off the bazaar Abyss list. It's just a matter of getting that stuff out, really. And like, I have to put my time into things like that are gonna pay money, because I do this for a living. So we will get it done, but it's just not at the top of our priority list. Big ol' mulligan. Poor man's BIS list. Buy it at normal and level it because time of gear. Yeah. Well, not all of it. You know, the bracers, although the bracers are coming down in cost, but I think they're going to go back up. Because some freaking monkey, somebody recommended that, oh, you know what? Wouldn't it be cool if pet items bound to the pet? Wouldn't that be cool if you know, pet items bound to pets? And maybe, just maybe, I wanted to break some legs. I don't even play pet builds. I just think it's really, you know, it's not jolly. Let people play their builds. We don't need to poop on other people's fun, because then other people are going to poop on our fun. And it's going to feel bad, man. What do you mean, big ol' mulligan? Well, I was actually just thinking about you because I like, I've actually been talking to the powers that be a little bit about doing a get together, and believe it or not, like your place is actually in between all of us. It's almost perfectly in between all of us, actually. No, we don't need to nerf pet builds. It's not a nerf to pet builds, though. It's not even a nerf to pet. It's literally like it doesn't nerf them even a little bit. All it really does, all that binding equipment to them really does is remove more equipment from circulation, causing prices to go back up, which is going to make certain gear items further and further away from people wanting to afford them. And like people are putting the pet items or the items on pets that are actually really good for players, best in slot for players too. So it just creates a huge like vacuum that is going to suck for people. They're already, yeah. I mean, they already have to live their life watching. And let's be honest, Califos, like right now, they're watching warriors and other builds just completely devastate everything. There you go, Soul Terrace. Hell yeah, baby. You're within 40 minutes of Kata? Also, wait, no. I think it goes the other way around. I think you buy me the beer, right? You buy me the beer. I'm Hurricane. I'm actually Prussian, which is like this area between Poland and Russia that no longer exists. Warriors are fine. Warriors are not fine. Warriors are going to be touched by an angel per the last Q&A. They are getting adjusted. I have to say, since I geared SK Drew neck, it's pretty solid to max level and max. Hell yeah. Oh, sarcasm. Yeah. Well, it is what it is. Please show me on the doll where the angel touched you. And then they did like a crucifix on their forehead and on their chest. Waka Waka. I tell people all the time, they just need to DM me on Discord if they're coming to the pub. Yeah, well, no. Like, there's a discussion about possibly a lot of people coming to the pub. People come in all sneaky and shit. Ooh. Enough so that we'll have to talk to you well in advance. No. Get him. Oh, wow. That's actually a fuck ton of people. I mean, the place looks big, so that doesn't surprise me all that much. The angel gut punched me. Upper deck my toilet. Impregnate my daughter. Yeah, bro. We're getting married. Called me a dweeb and left. Man, I can't believe you walked out on your daughter like that. That's cold. Tower 7. All right, cloaks. Yeah. All right, let's go. I've been to Mulligan's a few times. It's been a few months since I've been because of work, but that place rocks. Ooh. Listen, don't you guys think it would be cool to do a THJ meetup? Log in this morning to coffee and just get passed around like 2-bit. Oh, hi, Broken. Bill Sharp, what's going on, baby? How are you? How have you been? Best or worst idea ever. Listen, people are going to lose wives and husbands over it, okay? Okay, nothing in there. Nothing in there. And then, ooh, we got 2. That's nice. That's typically what happens at the get-togethers and conventions is people do indiscriminate things with people they shouldn't be doing those things with, and, you know, stuff happens. I will steal Shadow at the meetup. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, well, you know, listen, Omni. We can't just let you into the country, okay? I will put out for Hurricane. Ooh, interesting. Tell me more, Pargok. Where's the pub? The pub is in Johnson City, Tennessee. I'll start growing them right now, Hurricane. Come on, get him. Oh, she would kill you if you listen. Fine. Look, Harambe, we'll just do heavy petting, okay? We'll just do heavy petting. For a warbear mount. Oh, you mean one of these? You mean one of these things? Wink. Hi. Everyone's going to invite Stoic back to their place. Who will get him? I'm down. Ooh, yeah. Is it still even worth money? 100. There's literally only one other one on the buzz. Wow. Mine. Hell yes. All right, let's go do Cornav. We just won the game right there. All right, let's go swim a dim dim. Wait, what are you doing way out there? Okay, yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, why is that sword so good? You want to see why that sword's so good? I'll show you. I will show you the way. Good luck, Blue Steel. Good luck. Collins, let me just tell my wife that you're thinking about sealing our dogs. And I promise, you'll have to worry about you being unguarded. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So the reason this is so good, or one of the reasons that I like this thing so much, is because this little room right here sucks. And when I say sucks, I mean it really sucks. It spawns like a million dudes, okay? And if you're a melee class, you know, who the hell wants to run around and attack all of these things, right? But watch this. But watch. Everything's aggroed like that, like magic. Everything. Everything comes to me. Everything comes. You literally, Jackalope, thank you so much for the subscription. Appreciate you. Big Prime Boy. Why did I just cast that? So the cool thing is that sword has a massive AoE range and can pull all the things. So if you take that sword out to, like, let's say, if you take that sword out to, like, you know, you name it, basically what can happen is you can pull all of the things. If you go to Plane of Fire and aggro anything, it'll pull like the entire field. It's really nice. It's a really nice weapon. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, Hurricane, calm yourself. Okay? Calm yourself. Grab your very own tits and calm them. Okay? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I swim around with my yeah, well, you know, we can't all be bards. Although I guess we all are bards. That's awkward. All right, that's a bunch more dead things. Did we kill them too fast? Did the event not reset? I feel like we're missing one too.
An earnest disciple.
Jackalope, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Singing underwater sounds like a bug. Yeah, probably need to fix that. All right, now, there we go. Get him. Mage Summon Bag doesn't disappear on the server for mages, does it? No, it sure doesn't. It does not. I got a song for that, actually. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Actually, can we talk about how you sing with an instrument in your mouth? Like, how does that work exactly? Can you go into like the science behind that for me? And then you go ahead and you do it underwater, which is a modern marvel of science. You get him. And now we're going to pull everything in the room again. But the good news is we're just going to kill this big dumb guy. He's going to die real fast. Actually, maybe we want to kill the ads. That's a lot of XP. We can just be like, consume. Enable deletes. Now I feel terrible. Yeah, you should feel terrible. Awful. You should feel absolutely terrible. Yeah. We finally got one. Now I have to do air. We finally got a crucible. And we got an essence of water. Woo. Earring of embedded coral. I can give you an essence for air. Nah, it's all right, dude. We'll get it. Oh, wait. Why are my pets attacking the freaking... No. Oh, I'm going to be in combat forever now. Back, back, back. Memphis here? Psh, nah, dog. Nah, dog. Now I'm going to have to camp out, though. Well, actually, hold on. Let me loot these other bodies real quick. Let's get these runes. So just in case, like, we want to turn 300 pages into one spell, like, we can do that. It's very important to be able to do that. It's important for science reasons, you know? Part of me is kind of expecting to be able to find those omen or gates spells on the vendor. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. Thank you, Sabrina. Sabrina, have you had any luck getting it working, or are you still struggling to get it up and running? Technically, sound travels faster in water, yes, but you would also require like air to be able to like project it out. Oh, Voight is going to air next, huh? Going to air next. This is nothing. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Nothing to see there. Ignore that. Download going through. Oh, okay. All right, cool. What's the crucible for, guys? Milo, the crucible is for making a prismatic scale of the elements, which is a aug that you have to combine all of the prismatic scales. Cosmic Nerd Jam, thank you so much for the sub. Yeah, it takes all of the Kara augs at Legendary, and you have to put them all together inside of that container, and it turns into a super aug. And the super aug has all kinds of nice shiny stats. Yeah, I know. I know. You know what's really interesting about that, though, Hurricane, is that she subbed and you aren't. It's weird. It's weird. Night Hair, how are you doing? I don't want to say that I'm starting to like her more than you, but it's the reality of the situation. It's just the reality. Sorry, dude. All right, so we've done that. Do we want to go do air? Ugh, not really. Man, I can't believe we actually got really lucky. We got both of these. These are pretty big. Got a bunch of other clicky items too. Oh, we got to get crimson gloves again too. For my other character. Living the dream. Nice, nice. That's exactly what we say in corrections when we're not living the dream at all. Like when we're sad about our lives and we're sad about how everything is turning out. We say, oh, hey, yeah, living the dream, man. She is a pediatric thoracic cardio surgeon, and I draw... Wow. Wait, is this your first cruise? Yeah, that's my first one. I mean, it was free with my Amazon. Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's so you got to understand, that's more than Hurricane's ever given me, okay? Like your free Amazon Prime was more than Hurricane's ever given me. So, you know, that's just the way it is. Plane of Earth B with a cleric whiz monk. Hell yeah, that's nice. Costco is yours. He gives you lots of... No, he doesn't actually. He sends me lots of nudie photos and then claims they're you. That's, you know, if we're being honest. Yeah, right? Right? All right. Man, what do I want to get into now? We haven't done sleeper on this guy yet, have we? We should go do sleeper, especially now that we got that. All right, we'll go do sleeper really quickly. Daku farming. No, Daku farming bad. Guilty as charged, Your Honor. Yeah. Kirkland's quality. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. What have you guys turned my chat into? So 20th or 27th for Solo Self Found. I need the insider prediction. I love you, Kata. So I have an event planned for the 20th, but I think it's actually going to happen probably on the 27th because he has these streamer type characters. Okay. He's got these streamer type characters who are coming out and like bothering him while he's in the middle of working on those play modes. And then distracting him from even doing anything. And then, you know, he doesn't get that stuff done. So I'm just going to put it out there. I'm going to shoot for the 27th. Because I'm not done distracting him while he's supposed to be working on it. Let's be frank. Well, I love Kirkland quality. Well, there you go. Do you love Signature brand? You know, the Shaw's stuff that's really expensive, but actually crap. All right. That's good. And away we go. I'm digging this new red armor. It's a little dark, but I definitely need to get the gloves and the bracers. And it has nice contrast with the shield and the hammer. What the fuck is Kirkland? Oh, God. He's offended. He's offended. Kirkland is the Costco brand. It's the brand that Costco owns.
Timely reappearance.
Variety Void just subscribed to the channel, resubbed for 8 months. Thank you so much, VV. Peepo, please fire. Ooh, what's going on, big dog? Costco's amazing rotisserie chickens for $7. I don't know what just happened. Wait, did my DZ just crap? And I got a... What the hell just happened? I was literally just running down there. And my DZ closed. And I got a timer. Did you... Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, we changed the DE and we got the red now. We got the red. I don't know what just happened. Locked you out, sus. Are you suggesting that Variety Void is sabotaging? See, we just got Void. We just got a Crucible. This is my very first Crucible right here. And we just got a legendary Tulwar, which is pretty nice. But we just lost our DZ somehow. I have no idea what just happened. Well, I guess we're not doing Sleeper. Weird. This is awkward. Void is defo planting bombs. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't do it. It's a trap. Don't do it. It's a trap. All right, let's see here. What's next? If I had that kind of power, I'd be giving myself DZ resets. Oh, I'm doing time again. I'm doing time again. Guys, I'm doing time again. What did I get pinged for? Jesus Christ. Yeah. Well, I suppose we could trade characters. All right, guys, I'm going to need you to not look. Okay? I need you to not peep. Oh, black screen of doom. Here, we'll switch over here for a second. Oh, look, it's chat. All right, hurry up. You're supposed to load in faster than this. What? No, I don't have ults on ults. Don't worry about it, okay? Oh, crap. I'm doing this wrong, actually. Oh, no, no, no. Yeah, I'm totally doing this wrong. What? What? What's up? What are you talking about? I don't know. Hundreds of nothing. What are you guys? What? All right, we're gonna do this way better this time, way more better, because I totally screwed this up. There's a way easier way of doing this. So for those of you who don't know, okay. All right, let me show you a little trick. So when you parcel a bunch of stuff to one character, you can actually like organize it in alphabetical order. Okay. And then if you claim these in alphabetical order, right, it makes it way easier to organize your inventory. For those of you who are crazy and want to do stuff, I ain't got no hoarding problems. What do you mean? I don't have hoarding problems. Listen, this is just, this is literally all of the runes that I've gotten since I started playing. Okay. So, well sorted. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We have good organization skills. We can thank Malik for that. Because Malik does things. And then I have to be like, oh man, that looks really good. I need that too in my life. Faerun, yeah. Ferocity Enchanted. Hasten Casting. Oh, whoops. I definitely put that in the wrong spot. No, did I? Yeah, I did. Let's see here. Hasten Casting. Hasten Casting Legendary. Healing. Listen, okay, if you can't organize your shit, then you shouldn't be doing it in the first place, okay? These are the rules. Very, very specific, important rules, okay? Preservation, magic, there we go. Them's the rules. Yeah. Oop, that one goes there. Preservation, that one goes there. Preservation, preservation, preservation. Wait, is that an enchanted? No, that's just a regular preservation. Okay. All right. So we have everything but healing.
Truly, this is
whoa, 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 whoa. 10 gifted subby boys. What are you doing, Void? What are you doing? Thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Oh, and you're starting a sub. Wait, no. We hit the target. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Oh, shit. My God. My God. Listen, thank you so much, Void. I do appreciate. Oh, it was on sale. That's true. There is a sale going on. There is a sale. If you don't buy subs, you're practically losing money right now. If you don't buy subs, you're practically losing money. Thank you so much, Void. You like if you don't buy subs for all these streamer boys and streamer girls, like this guy right here. If you don't buy subs for these people, you're practically throwing away money because it's on sale, you know? Feed pics make the world go round. Crap, I forgot I put all these on this guy too. So yes, okay, I have a hoarding problem. All right, you guys want to see the real debauchery? Fingers crossed. All right, everybody, put out the good vibes for Sabrina. Everybody put out the good vibes for Sabrina. Patching right now. We need Sabrina. Blue Steel Wheels, aka Dr. Collins, up here with the gifted 5 subbies. Thank you so much. We now have a hype train level 4 with 86%. Thank you so much. Come on, everybody. Good vibes, good vibes, good vibes, good vibes, good vibes for Sabrina. We need her to be able to install THJ so she, too, can embark on that which is the crazy THJ. I didn't want to be a money loser. Oh, okay. Well, that's, yeah, it's pretty much that one, right? How do you get to Plane of Mischief? Tim, what you do, okay? Guys, I think we just found Tim. You know Tim. We all know Tim. You go into TOV, Temple of Vishan, which is in the Velius expansion. And you go to the back corner of Temple of Vishan, and it's way back there. No, the real hoarding problem is sick. Oh, is it? Is that the real hoarding problem? I'm just asking, is that the real hoarding problem? Is that what the real hoarding problem is? Hype train up to level 5. Holy good God. Okay, my bags aren't so bad. Maladranus, thank you so much for the prime. Kicking us up to level 5 hype train. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, like, yeah. I have a little bit of a hoarding problem. Looks like a farming problem. Bags still have room. You know, Collins, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe I just need to get my act together. But it's all very, like, listen, my next pet build, got items. Optimus 13, thank you so much for the follow. Imagine all that farming and still no leopard. Yeah, isn't that the crazy part? Optimus, thank you so much for the sub, kicking us up to 23% of our hype train level 5. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We literally have a little bit of everything in here. So we have torques for clicky items. We have, breastplate of the void for clicky items. Yeah, we have, earth embracers of fortitude waiting around for alts, band of prismatic focuses, freaking cape of endless torment. Your life would be a lot easier if you just sold everything and then bought the stuff you needed when you needed it. That may be true, but it won't be true now, because here's the problem. What happens if I want to make a pet build? And the items are now bound to pets. Like, think about all the possibilities. Look, there's another Earth Embracer of Fortitude right there. And there's another Earth Embracer of Fortitude right there. And, like, look at all these kelp-hilted maces. When do we get a Dojo Broken collab unhinged event? So, well, Califos, you know that we've been talking in the background about you and I, and, we want to do the podcast, or I want to do the podcast. I think you also want to do the podcast. So Califos from the Sweat Dojo and Scotty C from the, hey guys, no big deal, just soloing Zeb. No big deal. Just soloing hard mode Zeb, the first person to do it. These people are some of the craziest minds that the server has to offer. And at the end of the day, I want to sit them down. I want to get them in the same room, and I want to talk about where they feel things are on THJ, some of their favorite builds and things like that. And we'll be doing a podcast for that. But then in addition to that, we also could maybe collab on something a little cooler than that. I do actually like the idea, as I'm noodling it around. It's Stoic's Pineapple Hoarding Swinger Inventory. Ooh. You see, Jazz, when I need items, they're right here, okay? Like, oh, Hopebringer. Look at that, Hopebringer. Plankton lace greatsword. Got it. Plankton lace greatsword. Got it. You know? We have all the things we need right here. There we go. Hit me with the most unhinged thing you want to do, and we can blame it on the dojo. Ooh. I don't know. Like, I feel like the dojo's been blamed for a lot of things. Am I right? Am I misspeaking in that it was the dojo that put out the 150k DPS, the 150 DKP, or DKP, Jesus Christ, the 150 DPS parse? Was that you guys? I think it was you guys. Man, I have a real problem. Look, and we have Big Or. Big Or asked me to make this in case he ever came over here. He wanted the name. There's too much sorting in those bags. It should be more chaotic. Yeah, Scar, you're probably right. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, that hype train level 5 is coming to an end. 24 seconds. Thank you again so much. Oop, there's a little one. Raina threw in that 100 biddies. 20 seconds on that hype train. It's ending. Thank you again all so very much. You're all amazing people. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. It really does mean a lot. I originally got 154k parse that I didn't share outside of the dojo, and then Pride I got 174 and a 224,000 DPS parse. What in the Jesus? I need more emotes. Jesus Christ. All right, hang on. We're going to switch again here. We're going to switch accounts. We got to switch accounts real quick. Choo choo. Hell yeah, boys and girls. Hell yeah. Oh, that's a cool one. Little crown. Is it on like a cat or something? I don't even know what the hell that is. It's all crazy outlier RNG stuff that is meaningless. DPS, yawn. Bro, I don't know. I don't know. It's not meaningless when you can kill Zeb in like fucking 20 seconds. Those builds that were downing Zeb in 20 seconds, that doesn't feel very meaningless. Or the I don't even know what the fastest. What was the fastest thing? Why does it matter if you do it in 20 seconds or 3 minutes? How many people are killing Zeb in 3 minutes? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. 26 seconds on Zeb hard mode. I don't know, man. That feels pretty fucking good. The fact that, well, actually, you actually proved your own argument a little bit, or you proved my argument, because if you can do it in 20 seconds or 3 minutes, you can kill Zeb 3 times a minute. And then you could kill, 9 Zebs in the time it takes one person to kill one. That seems pretty good. I don't know. Do you have 100 characters? I don't. But I know people who do. And I know people who bank Zebs. There's a lot of people who bank Zeb accounts. Or like they just bank Zeb DZs. And they literally do that. Just burn. Riker, the first guy who was actually killing Zeb pretty reliably, was literally doing that. He was just power leveling characters up so he could do Zeb over and over and over again. Off to the store. Game is patching. Thanks for the good vibes, peeps. Hell yeah. Stuff that isn't healthy for the server. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's, you may choose to play the game one way. I think it's okay if other people choose to play it a different way. Did we crash trying to log in? I bank women's. Call me Hugh Heifer Hoarder. Jesus Christ. Hurricane, you're savage. I think we crashed again. Coffee, can you outline why it's not healthy for the server? Like what aspect of killing Zeb that fast or like farming up stuff? Yeah. Yeah, they fixed it. What glam? This one right here? This is from the Valentine's Day event. We're actually holding on to a bunch of these. I'm probably going to do giveaways here soon. I held on to a bunch of this stuff because I'm a hoarder, right? Because I'm a hoarder border. So I hang on to a bunch of that stuff. What is it? Do you remember? Yeah, it's hold on. Oh crap, I forgot. I forgot I was DPS testing. And that's the last place I left. It is the Scythe of Baneful Rituals. Apparently all we have is this nerd over here. Oh, wait. It's permanent now? Blind Rage doesn't go away? What? I still have 150 eggs to level and crack open. It says it's permanent. I don't... It... Yeah, but it used to wear off. Did they change something with it? Let's see. You can dispel it still. Oh, okay. Right on. Oops. Haste. Spirit quickening. I had that problem on one of my time runs 2 or 3 days ago. Yeah, I have a feeling it's because I logged out and logged back in. Sometimes stuff like that happens when you do that. Like when it goes into the like save state. All right, let's see. We got all that. All right. The emphasis on meta chasing on THJ isn't great. The builds that do constant fast get hyped up. Someone that's slowly chugging along feels bad. Then they rerolled a meta chase and it gets nerfed. Perpetual cycle. Right, but isn't that a conscious decision that people should be allowed to make? Like if people want to play that way, shouldn't they be allowed to? Rather than just saying you're not playing the way that we want you to. Like it isn't the concept of the server to be a power, yeah, like it's a power fantasy server, and so like to some extent, like I don't know if you're going to be able to avoid some of that. I mean, if you want to just be like if you could theoretically, right, you could say no, you can only play the server the way that we want you to play the server. But I do also think that would really hurt the server in the fact that the player base doesn't want to be told they can't play the builds they want to play or do the things that they want to do. And like, yeah, like not everybody can play like as much as you or I or like some of the other people can play. Which I do think is a little bit of a like, it can be difficult. It causes some problems. Oh, crap. I didn't put heal on, and that might be the death of me. I just have a tap because I was doing a stupid test, and I didn't put heal on, which is going to be a real messy fight for this. But if we can feed the Mortal Coil, then we should be okay. I thought you didn't use heals. I mean, I'm not using heals right now. I told you I'm going to be the healer in our group. It's going to be great. By the way, I'm healing with Necro, okay? So you're getting Necro heals. That's going to be okay with you, right? Like, no big deal. Just use Necro heals. It should be fine. I'm sure everything will be fine. What could go wrong? I'll group with Necro heals. There you go. See? See? Caliphus has faith in me. My Necro heals. I'll be a Necro Shadow Knight something, and all the heals will just happen. Hmm. Do we want to race to the end? We can just do this. Are Necropotence heals group heals? Yeah, I mean, it sounds like group heals. Sounds like group heals to me. I don't know. But yeah, no Mortal Coil. I mean, well, you use Shadow Knight to heal with, well, you use the Bite of Chaos, right? So you go like that, and it gives you a hot, and it gives you mana over time. Slink health time. Bleh. Actually, I kind of want one of those greater staffs of power right now. Nice. I agree. Meta chasing is very unhealthy for small games, depending on who your target audience is. But I play the same class, Warrior Monk Berserk, since Classic. It's had bad moments. It's had good moments. The only thing I couldn't do in Era solo custom, me and like 550 other builds. Yeah. Yeah. I just think, I think like at the end of the day, honestly, like, I just think that, what does your title mean? This Indomitable on Twitch? Because I'm a streamer and I stream for the server. What's going on, LMB? How you doing? Oh, wait, what does my title mean? A title of the stream. So, Spirit of the Leopard. I have killed Emperor 42 times. I've killed Emperor 42 times, and I still haven't gotten the Spirit of the Leopard. So it's kind of become a meme. Kenny Loggins Top Gun volleyball music vid here. Yeah. And I still haven't gotten it. But I do think, like, I do think that what Coffee is saying is not necessarily wrong, but I also think that when you try to force people to play a game the way that you want them to, it's like you know, TTP, right? Time to penis. So it's like, how quickly can the player draw a penis in something? They'll do it 100% of the time. So like, how long will it take from the time they log into the game to draw a penis in whatever it is that they can draw a penis in? And it's the same thing. Like, if you try to enforce a certain gameplay style, especially in something as creative and as vast and as wide as THJ, with tons of creativity and tons of ability to mix and match things, I don't know who that's worse for, the player or the dev, to try and chase down every OP build and every like power thing that exists. And then what ends up happening is you know, you essentially crush the player's spirit. They no longer feel like they have that creativity. And I think that like that kind of can be damaging or cause some issues in the long run. Running around having fun off from meta builds. Yeah, well, yes, they have fun off meta builds, but he's right. Like, people, they'll inevitably, that meta build will get adjusted. It'll get modified and tuned down, and it'll no longer be as good, right? And when that happens, you run into these like places where, you know, that feels bad. Like, people spend tons of money chasing this thing because they think it's going to be the strongest thing, and then, you know, the devs here have a particular quick process in being able to make adjustments and do things. And so when that happens, you know, it's typically like it can happen overnight in some cases, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's a problem just here, because it's something that happens in like literally almost every single game, right? Let's see. What do we want to do? We're gonna burn him up with this stuff. We don't have rabid bear or anything, but that should be fine. That shouldn't really pose any problems. I don't think considering I don't think Dad sleeps, pretty sure that's why things can change on a dime. Yeah, that's true. It is a fun server. It's a really fun server. But I do think like and one of the reasons like I don't necessarily agree with I agree with the idea behind it, but I don't agree that people should be limited. Because I think that kind of takes away the spirit of the server and the spirit of the game, right? What's going on, Sicarius Shadow, you sexy beast, you? Oh yeah, for sure, Coffee, for sure. But it's become kind of a weird thing too, right? Like Bards got nerfed, right? Bards got nerfed for doing what? What were they doing? Like 40 to 60k DPS. Bards got nerfed. Then casters came in and were like healthily doing like 60 to 80k DPS. And then heroic strength got buffed and they're doing over 100k DPS. And Doppels had also previously gotten nerfed for doing like 60 to 70. I don't even know if it was 60 to 70. I think it was like closer to 40k DPS. But it's one of those things where it's like, you know, where's the barrier? Where are the expectations? And if that's the case, like if you're going to chase down every outlier, you know, what is that really going to look like long term? I think Dad is one of those people can survive on. Come on, slow. Oh my God, I didn't put heal on my bar again. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. This is why we can't have nice things. You guys are supposed to remind me to put heal on my bar. Oh, we got Rabid Bear. It's going to have to do. Oh my God, such a long life tap too. Touch of Inaruk. Oh wow, okay. We just took a little bit of damage. Leech Curse, even though that's not going to help much. All right, let's throw up some dots so we can get that slow back down. All right, slow is back down. All right, remove the slow. Oh my God, we have a lot. There we go. I actually think pop itemization is junk. Yeah, it's going to get even worse, though, in gates. I actually don't know what they're going to do about gates. I have no idea what they're going to do with gates. Because gates, most of the gear is like a sideways. It's not even like an upgrade, really. Most of gates is just like sideways gear progression. Yeah, no, I just forgot to put, like, honestly, I don't even want a life tap on my bar at all. None of the other life taps are are better than Tanarg's Mending. Tanarg's Mending is way too good because you can't be, well, first of all, it can't be interrupted, and then in addition to that, with the speed of the heal and the guaranteed landing and the guaranteed heal, it's just life taps aren't as good anymore. When do we get target of target healing? We have that. We have that now. Did you not know that? Never went through gates, so excited to see it. Yeah, I mean, gates is going to be really interesting. Let me leave the zone and talk to you guys here a little bit. Let's see. Let's look at all the stuff that I missed. The ebb and flow of meta builds just changes at a slower pace due to changes typically only being made between 3 and 4 months in league cycles. Yeah, that's true. Well, in pop era wars, DPS did jump substantially. Yes. Once people got into Plane of Time and started putting some of the new spells and stuff and some of the new changes together, things got out of control pretty quickly. That was an era Lucklin to pop throw. Itemization was garbage pre-pop. That was a complaint about pop even back in the day. It's amazing they've been able to rein it in as much as they have. That's true. It's life. You always have people who want to find the most busted thing. Then you have people who sit back and wait for thinkers to think and find the busted stuff. True. Starting to think he forgot on purpose. But giving wars out of era AAs and pop adjustments, then add a class that was not in during pop will go nuts. You're talking about Berserker? So every class has out of era AAs, and they've had them since day one. I actually think pop itemization is junk. Every slot gets just about every stat. Maybe you miss 1 to 2 heroic stats, but everything got attack. Oh, coffee. If you think that's junk, then I got bad news for you, buddy. It only gets worse from here. And the issue is that they took class off a majority of the, like, not class, they took race off from a majority of the items. And because you have 3 classes, you can fit into those niches of gear in which you wouldn't normally be able to do. So you can better spread out your stat base. If you were forced to like wear only warrior armor and you couldn't have intelligence or wisdom on your gear, then you wouldn't have spell power, and then it would slide out of, then you'd be underpowered. The 100k parses are from a specific build with little sustain, right? Not the same as being able to add 40 to 60k just by adding one class. So first of all, the Bard debacle was not, you weren't doing 40 to 60k just from adding one class. Also, the 100k parses are not from a specific build. It's from a handful of builds that are able to do that. But yes,
It isn't a large group of builds, but it is a smaller base of builds. 20 plus years of data from live service games bears out the fact that there will always be a large portion of any game population chasing the meta or perceive. Yeah, absolutely. Go, hit him in the thing. See, first bite is a quick life tap. Yeah. Life taps are honestly not even that great right now. They're fixing Gates level 70 cap like EQ did later. There's no reason to do that here. I have tested Gates, and honestly, I'm worried that it's going to be too easy. Never went through great Gates, but excited to see it. They'll just have to tune it as it goes, but can people really complain about that? What else could they do? Predict the future? Yeah, exactly. Cathartic. When do we get target of target? Yeah, we do have that. Nice work on Quorum. So fast. Wasn't there 20-30% hit point jump and significant mod 3 jump compared to Plains loot? So are you talking about Gates of Discord, Jason? So there is a hit point boost in Gates. The problem is that we already have really, really high hit points. So the amount of hit points that is bonus on that gear is not all that meaningful like it was when it was in era, because the stat bloat, and this is kind of one of the things that I actually like Coffee's feeling on gear. Like I kind of agree with the itemization. Like, so having gear have 540 hit points on it now means in the next expansion, when gear has like 600 or 700, like that extra couple of hundred health on each piece of gear doesn't really matter all that much. It's already just so bloated. And this is part of the problem with the base stats too. Base stats are so bloated that the only thing that matters is heroic stats. And so you have to ask yourself, how are you going to do that? And we haven't even seen that here on THJ either. Like technically there are pieces of gear on here that should have heroic stats, but don't. Like it just doesn't have heroic stats. So because it doesn't have the heroic stats that it should have, like it could be even more powerful, but we haven't seen that. And if they don't add those heroic stats to Gates of Discord gear, then the Gates of Discord gear will be unequivocally worse gear than we're getting right now in Plane of Time. So I don't know how they're going to balance that, or if they're going to add that heroic strength into the mix. There's 100 different things they could do to try and resolve that or work around it. I just don't know what they're going to do. Like, I'm not poo-pooing. It's more or less like there's, you know, all these different options they have. I have no idea what they're going to do with it. The heal target of target. I didn't for like 60 levels. I didn't see it written in any spell, so I didn't try. Oh, geez. Yeah, you can do almost any spell. Some of them, very few spells don't have target of target. Kept targeting myself and healing. Oof. Heal on bar before Zeb. Oh, I'm not even going to do Zeb with this. What class combo is this? It's not in the title. Too hard to tell on a phone. Matt Cat, this build is a Shadow Knight Rogue Shaman. But SK beat War in era. I tanked without defensives. Yeah. I know itemization gets bad in EQ. Bidding against clerics for tank gear. I hated that. I'm better late than never, right? What's up, Obese? How you doing, man? Stop killing. Jesus. Man, I miss when they removed the stat cap inadvertently. We'll be really curious how they're going to handle this. Even Omens. Yeah. Well, Omens brings a whole new world to gear and stuff. So Omens, dude, I'm telling you right now, Shaman is going to be one of the sexiest classes. Shaman is going to be in every freaking build come Omens. Why? Because they're epic. And because of their freaking Talisman of the Woolen, which literally gives heroic stats. Oh, it's going to be so nice. It's going to be so nice. It's going to be so nice that I'm worried about it even coming to be. Because I think that it's very likely that it will be the target of some adjustments. Let's see, man. I missed when they brew. Yep, will be their purpose changed on GitHub for heroic strength. Basically makes the scaling of heroic strength go to poop after 200. I need almost 800 heroic strength to have the same percentage damage bonus I have now. Not Dread. Are you reading their GitHub? Yes. It's approximately like a 20% decrease. Their proposed change. Yep. The omens, mobs, and bosses were significantly harder than gates or planes. Yes. Yeah. I'll actually be curious how they handle some of the omen stuff too, because there's a lot of like technical fights. Like there's a lot of technical fights in there, which I think is going to be interesting to see. All right. So, oh shit, we don't even have a timer for time. Let's go see if we can kill Sleeper on this guy. That'd be nice, eh? Velius, Eastern Waste. Their proposed change. SK Bard Shaman Supremacy. Not before day one. Omen Shaman nerf. Yeah, dude. No. Like honestly, it could get adjusted beforehand. Shamans are going to be amazing simply because the epic is pretty crazy. Gates has several mechanic fights too. I'm just curious about like Ukwa. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens with Gates. I honestly think that what's going to happen is they're going to have to make some adjustments leading up to Gates. I think it may be the first time in THJ history where they may actually have to add hit points to mobs. I hope they keep with the removal of ridiculous flagging. No. I think you misunderstand. They're not removing any of the flagging. They're just making certain parts of it easier to do. By making like the trade skilling stuff easier. It's like it's kind of like the hedge maze, right? Like you hail the guy and you hail oh god, why can't I remember his name now? You hail the nerd and then the nerd teleports you to the boss, and as opposed to having to do the entire event. Yeah, Ukwa. Yep, killing them close together. Yep. Well, we saw what they kind of did with the council, right? That should be fun. Yeah. Get with the gas chamber. It'll be good. All right. Let's hide and sneak. And let's go. Jack Nicholson in the hedge maze. Nah, there's a lot of cool stuff, though. Honestly. The server's doing a lot of really neat stuff. I just don't like seeing like especially, and this isn't shots at you, Coffee, but like the stuff with the pet bags. I don't know. I don't really, especially when that build is actually taking quite a few hits. But I do think that doing stuff like that will end up in the end probably causing undue harm. It stymies creativity. No fucking way. Absolutely not. It's way too expensive. You have to farm a whole nother character worth of loot. Nah, I disagree, but I know we stand at opposite parts of that. If we start requiring that, then certain pieces of gear are just going to be unachievable for a majority of the player base due to cost and rarity. Especially when people have, like some people have, Variety Void. I don't know if he's still in here, but Variety Void. When people have like 5, 6, 7 pet cuck builds, like that's 5, 6 sets of gear. That's 5, 6 sets of augs. That's 5, 6 sets of just everything that's taken out of rotation. Sure, you get a whole nother character, but you have to farm that whole character up. Like, no, they get to swap it to another pet. So you're already talking about two pet, like 2 groups of pet. Like that's under the assumption that you having multiple characters and you get to move that gear around between those characters. Like I don't understand why, like what makes that a bad thing. Yes, you can theoretically like level up a bunch of things. You would still have to do the mage epics, although it's sounding like that might be changing. I don't know. I think it's just going to drive prices up. You're taking more food out of the lower level people's mouths. Oh yeah, having an economy isn't a bad thing. But you already have an economy. A majority of people can't afford some of the items that have been going down in price for a while. I don't care about Zeb solo. I like socializing. I want to be able to kill Zek and Innie. No, the point is that they can't farm them. So they have to, instead of like we did, sure they can't. No. Like not everybody. So if we want to go under that mindset, then we might as well knock it back to a regular rule set, like a regular EverQuest standardized rule set. Not everybody has the same amount of time to invest in that stuff. And that's one of the big allures. That's like the most common thing I hear as a streamer and a YouTuber is how much people love the server because they don't have to dedicate their entire life to having to play the game. Like they can actually do it in a time respected manner. Why? You're not a pet build though, Coffee. Like you're not a pet build. If you want half of your gear not to bind, then play a pet build. Like that is a perk that comes along with playing that class. Well, that's a whole nother argument too, Jaden Lens. Well, so that's a conscious decision. That's like, hey, I'm playing a Shadow Knight. Why don't I get complete heal? I want complete heal. I should get complete heal on my Shadow Knight because that other class gets it. So I should also get complete heal. I'll never rely on pets. My yeah. I mean, and that's a choice. Like that's how you're choosing to play the game, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't understand why you would like choose to overtly affect another class or another like build because they don't play the way that you think they should, or like. Yeah, but again, it's a power fantasy server. Like the trade is inevitably going to get it's going to decay over time anyway, and especially when you have 3 to 6 months between expansions. Oh crap. There we go. I said nerfs happen too fast. Yeah, I mean they've got some downtime right now, which is what allows them to kind of focus on some of the balancing stuff. I think balancing needs to happen. I just hope it's for the right reason. The pet inventory slots are an extension of the character. Okay, I just don't understand why that matters. Like it's a mechanic that exists outside of. Like it's a class perk. It's a class benefit. It's something they get for playing that particular class combo. Yeah, but it hasn't. You're advocating for that to happen after they've already put all that time in. Like it hasn't been that way since day one. So what you're advocating for is to take that away from them. I mean, Dawn brings up a really interesting point as well, but right, but the DDD mechanic was an adjustment because it was performing outside of the scope of what they thought it should be. You're arguing, you're moving your argument around. So your argument is that it would boost the economy, and it's not fair that they get gear that they get to extend to their character without binding. That has nothing to do with DDD being there on day one. Why don't I just let all gear be all and every class gets a pet, nukes, and late armor? Why bother having classes at all? I mean, Secrets did make a classless server that literally played like that, and it was actually a lot of fun. Secrets made a whole like classless 1.0. It was a shit ton of fun. No, my argument is, okay, so you put a ton of time into playing a pet class. Coffee said pet players have to decide to play the build knowing it costs more if it binds. That's presuming that all pet builds start today, and like they didn't already make that decision. The pet mechanic allows me to gear as many characters as I want with one set of gear. That's performing in a way that is not consistent. Not consistent with what? The way the devs intended? Right, but it's still viable. It's my point is that your Bard and Lucklin is still viable. They didn't nerf it in a way that fundamentally changes it. You can still do 20 to 30k with a Bard. Well, no, you're articulating that their gear would essentially vanish. I mean, I don't know if you've played one. They're not the superpower that they once were. Broken, you just don't get it. LOL. As a complainer, if there's a complainer doesn't like, then it should change because of entitlement. Oh, I love how people complain this game was never meant to be for this many people originally. It's their game, not ours. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Like, listen, we can agree to disagree, I guess. I do have a pet class. Yes, I played. Well, they do partially allow you to do that, Coffee, by changing your class, and they give you free class changes. But it's okay. Like, we don't have to argue. It sounds like chat is actually starting to get a little irritated with this argument, so we can move on from it. You think it's that way, I think it's this way, and we can both have those opinions. It's fine. Like, we can just agree to disagree. I blame VV. Send him more necklaces. Let's see. We can go here. We can give this another. Should we give this another try? I don't know. Do you have 100 accounts, Coffee? Right? It wasn't that your argument for the whole Zeb thing earlier? Like, I don't. It's fine. We can be done with this discussion. It's cool. We agree to disagree, or I agree to disagree. Is he supposed to stream today? I don't know. He was in here earlier. Yeah, that's, you know, if that's what you feel, that's what you feel. You're like, it's okay. Like I said, we don't need to agree on it. It's okay. Pros and cons. There's always pros and cons. Yeah. They feel free. I can make 100. Speaking of, yeah, I don't know where Vivi is. Yeah. Coffee, I'm just gonna ask you to drop it, dude. Like, we're done. We're done. We agree to disagree, and that's the end of the conversation. Like, if you can't be done with it, dude, like, I don't know what to say. The chat is starting to get really negative, which is not something that I want. And so I'm just saying, like, we can be done with the conversation. Like, if you want to talk about it in your stream, that's fine. I'm advocate. Okay. Pal Monk needs buffs. Sure does. Sure does. Needs to do 300k DPS. I don't even know. Do I have the right AUG on here? I don't even think I do. Of course I don't. Whoops. Harm Touch. Dude, freaking Harm Touch does need a buff. That is real. Harm Touch is like weak as hell, dude. I'm actually not entirely sure why that doesn't get brought up more, actually. Oh, man, I have all my poison freaking things up, too. I really didn't prep this well. 250k mana burns. Oh, dude, there's like 550k mana burns. There's like some crazy stuff out there. It's cool. I mean, it's interesting. Like they got some pretty big buffs. Jesus, Hurricane. You been to the future. Does Harm Touch still get the same EQ boost in God? Well, we don't get the benefit of all the AAs and stuff. Yeah. The pet thing is really neat. It creates some really weird dynamics. Actually, Coffee, you do a lot of like old world content too, doing the like solo self-found stuff a lot of the time. Mudzoberg, thank you so much for the follow. Do you buy it on your like low level characters? Like, do you get the do you buy like necropotence and stuff like that on your lower levels? Because I'd be curious, like leveling with it feels like it would be interesting and fun, but it also feels like you would run into some really messy mechanics. I know that doing Vex Thal with it is absolute butthole. Like the Vex Thal mechanics where things are fearing all over the place and you're getting summoned like from one floor to the next. Yeah, dude, it's that shit's crazy. I don't mind it because it's not like I'm dying or anything. I mean, I don't even mind dying. It's not like there's like punishment for dying here. So, Waldstein, what's going on, baby? Take it to the deep. It's most fun XP I've had. Oh God, I didn't even thought about that. You could have like 1,000,000 pets in the deep. I got bees and shamanic curse for bees is really good. Although the weird like through the ceiling thing is kind of jank. All right, here we go. That's 33 kills, boys and girls. 33 kills. 33 kills and no Spirit of the Leopard. Forty-three. That's 43. Did I said 33. That's 43 kills. Yeah. How much to make me delete it? I'll delete it. When I get it, I'll delete it. I don't need it. No, earlier was 42. That was 43. This was 43. No. So here's the deal. Okay, I have a character. I have a warrior necro shaman that doesn't have it still. And so for giggles, right, I was like, oh, I'm going to go camp it. I'm just going to go kill for it. And so I just started killing and kept killing and kept killing and kept killing. And it just never drops. And so it's kind of become a meme, right? Like every day I go to kill this guy and see if I can't get it. And no, we don't get it. A lot of people tried to give it to me, which is very thoughtful and considerate, but it's become sort of like a stream funny. Like it's kind of been like a stream funny where we just keep killing. It's a meme until it's not. Well, listen, the meme just keeps living on, you know? To be like, meh, and then it will drop. Fair. I'm gonna go get it real quick. I bet you will. I bet you'll log in. You'll go run in there and it'll be like boop, drop. Just got going on THJ. Good combo for first timer. Mudtoe, let's see. Good build for a first timer. Do you like melee or casters, Mudtoe? Man, Broken starting a new D&D campaign with Kata coming up, doing triple class 5th edition. Whoa, obese, dude. That's gonna be crazy. Raina will kick your ass, dude. See Netflix? British women can be brutal. How does one hunt for glams? AC, what you do is you go out and you kill different mobs and then you convert the items into glamours. So what we did earlier is we were going out and we were getting blood ember pieces so that we could convert our armor into blood ember. So we pitched the idea of Twitch integration to creator of integration for 7 Days to Die, non-official one. Would you play if we could spawn 100? Yeah, no, absolutely, Pargok. The only problem, Pargok, is that because THJ doesn't technically own the IP, they can't actually purchase any type of integration or any type of like they can't technically run the software through Twitch. Twitch could be theoretically liable for any kind of wrongdoing. Mudtoe, thank you so much for the sub. Leaning melee. Okay, so let's take a peek. Let's take a look. It's in a book called Reading Rainbow. Texas is south. I hope so. Thank you so much for the follow. So you got a couple of different builds and stuff here. Who humans get the most options, right? Par War, like, no, don't do that. It's trap. Would need to be a server you pop. Oh yeah. I mean, you could theoretically do that, but if people were entering commands into Twitch in order to generate outcomes in your stream, that would be something that Twitch would not allow. You couldn't do Twitch integration. VV has the highest dono subs, I guess. Oh, he gave me 10 earlier. Yeah, he gave me 10, Pulp. Monk. No, we're gonna talk to Mudto about this real quick. So he said he's leaning towards melee build. So do you like proccing stuff, or do you like do you actually want to do like actual damage with your fists or with weapons, or like, or would Peck be liable? I mean, the problem is that if you did it through stream, like through Twitch, it would be directly affected by is that per stream or ever? No, that's the thing that he's doing, or that he has, is I believe it's by week or by the month. I'd have to look at it. Tell EQ to make Twitch integration for a sub. Jesus. Incardine red plate from Chardok, also the same as Blood Ember, I think, if you're seeking that sleek red plate. Yeah, dude, actually, so here, I'll show you. So this is what we got. Oh god, it's not actually coming through. Damn. Here. So War Monk. So Mudtoe, I love you, buddy. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this too much. If you play, like, Warrior Monk is actually really good, and it's being mixed with like Paladin and Berserker and stuff right now, and that's really, really strong. And it's currently under review for some adjustments. And so I could recommend that to you because it is really strong today. However, a week from now, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, it might get made considerably like a portion weaker. And I don't want to set you up to like build something up and feel really good about something, only to have it adjusted and maybe not feel so good. But yeah, so this is what we look like right now. I got to get the bracers and the gloves. Suggest anything with Ranger, it can only go up. It's messed up. Needs hat. Yeah. I mean, we could do like I think I have some of the like, we could do the top hat. I do like the top hat. We could do the, although the red doesn't look right. There. The red and the green don't look right. Would hit on 10 out of 10. Let's see. Mudtoe. So Mudtoe, Paladin is really, really strong on the server. So if you ever wanted to play a Paladin, Paladins are really, really good. Rogues are pretty good. They're currently being looked at. That's about all I can say about that, is they're currently being looked at. There's some other like weird adjustments and stuff that are coming as well. Can we say one thing? Watching that 20-second or so video of Zeb, it was skill. He was clicking off skills and doing stuff at certain times to optimize DPS. We know majority of the people can not do that. Pargok, it's not just one person. Or Pargrok. It's not just one person doing that. There's a couple of different builds that can do that same thing. The outlier is Warrior, and it has to do with making it have 100% crit chance and heroic strength. Yeah, in a good way. Rogue is being looked at in a good way. They're looking at how they can like bring it up. So like what I would, some of the classes I would recommend for melee, I would recommend, I would recommend Bard. I would recommend Rogue. I would recommend Paladin. To some extent, I'd recommend Shadow Knight. I don't feel like it's bad. I just feel like out of the 3 classes, it's the worst right now. I do feel like Paladin has outpaced Shadow Knight just because of the mechanic of resists and things of that nature. They also don't have any cures, and they don't have the same heals and buffs. They do have a lot of sustain typically, and most fights, most content, Shadow Knights are very good. However, Paladins kind of get around that a little bit, and they're able to compete in some of those other fights. I always like the blazing set that Ragefire drops. Yeah, Dawn Rex, the blazing set is really, really cool looking. Good God, Hurricane. What in the name of Jesus? But 20 seconds was definitely from him knowing when to do stuff and not just let disc run full. Yes and no. Yeah, it's certainly a high level of play, Pargrok. And I don't think like it's called an outlier for a reason, right? It's not how the majority of the players would use the build. It's a particular play style mixed with some very, very overtuned mechanics. Yeah. So the Rogue and the Paladin are kind of a weird situation. Reason being, SK doesn't need shield spec. I would love, okay, in my wettest of dreams, I would love, ooh, piece of candy. What is this? Folded parchment. In my wettest of dreams, Shadow Knights would get something like shield spec for Shadow Knights would get something like shield spec, but for 2-handers. I would love to see like 2-hand specialization for them. What eggs? I don't have any eggs. There's some eggs. Okay, there's some eggs. So the problem with Paladins and Rogues, and I'm not saying it's terrible, and I think it's going to be, honestly, I think with some of the changes to heroic strength, it's going to be a little bit worse. But the problem with that is that currently in the game, the Hopebringer is the best damage delay ratio in the game. This is the absolute powerhouse monster. It even outparses, and now I'm going to say this out loud because I don't need people jumping down my throat about this. The Zeb axe is a very good weapon, but it is a 2-hander, whereas this is a 1-hander. And so 2 different kind of classes of weapon. This outparses and outdoes the Zeb weapon in all 1-hander options. Give me SK stances from late game and I'd be happy. Yeah, that could be interesting. Why does SK Vengeful not? How do you feel about Paladin, Shaman, and Zerker? I think Paladin, Shaman, and Zerker is a really cool, fun idea. The 1-hander from time. You're talking about the venomous cudgel. But would love to see SK Necro get it, honestly.
Well, it
Good Lord. Holy crap, Palpinator with a gifted 20 subs. Holy smokes, dude. I win. Pulp, thank you so much for the 20 gifted, man. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Holy shit, dude. Can't let VV be in the lead, and I respect that. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. So you'll see right off the bat, like the ratios are a little different. Where's the bottom here? The ratios are a little different. 32-1-4, 32-7-9. So it's minuscule. But the big thing is, and the reason gets to eat this week. Yeah, you're not kidding, Valstein. Hell, you might get to eat this week. Contemplating doing 100. I mean, I'm not going to argue with you, but 20 is awesome, dude. I really do appreciate it, Pulp. Thank you so much, man. I do. Yeah, and so that's the issue. It is all about shield spec. It's about shield spec. It's also about this. You see these stats? You see these stats? Gotta cook some steaks. Pulp, thank you so much, dude. I really do appreciate it, man. I really do appreciate it. You are freaking the man. For those of you guys don't know, I actually know Palpy. We played on Teak together. We were Teak buddies. Scary. Scary little Teak buddies. Oh, don't tell him. Okay. Ooh, my bad. No, I don't know that guy. He's a stranger. He's a weirdo. I don't even know that guy. He's a fucking weirdo. You know what I'm saying? One of what? 12 tanks? Yeah. We touched Teaks. Yeah, we did. We touched Teaks. We shared tanking with like a small army. Vicious was over here in Raina's stream earlier talking about how on Fangbreaker they don't have enough tanks in their guild. And that's exactly the first thing that came to mind, Pulp, was like, we had a guild that was basically all warriors, and it was something. You know what? Actually, the funny thing is it was all warriors, and we had this one Shadow Knight in the guild who would taunt like crazy, and he would complain that the warriors weren't taunting enough, and he would constantly taunt off the warriors. It was ridiculous. Did you gingerly touch your teaks? Only sometimes. So the real thing that makes this a powerhouse over this is the strength, the heroic strength. That's 8% additional damage right there. Yeah, the two-hander guy. What was his name? It started with a B, I think. Oh my god, it started with a B. Remember the shit he used to talk? No. The stuff he used to say in Discord was like heinous. He was a weird dude. I didn't taunt on Aradune. I just ran threat to make warriors get massive threat over my other class. Yeah. So 8 strength hurts SKs that much. I mean, it's 8% damage. It's 8%. It's not just 8. It's 8% damage. Now, when the adjustment gets made to heroic strength, this will matter a lot less. Yeah, shield spec is the other big thing. But if you were to make an SK and a paladin, like if you were to make an SK paladin in your build, like have both those classes in there, you would still want to use this. With Pal SK Rogue, yeah. Oh, Pal SK Rogue. So that's the freaking dude. So the problem with Rogue and the problem with mixing Rogue in one of these builds with one of these weapons is the no, what was it? Time Forge, Jagged, Time Forge. There we go. The problem with doing that is this. This right here. 40 damage. 19 delay. Great. 40 damage. 40 damage. 40. Half. Yes, backstab does do good damage, but not when your heroic strength strikes do a quarter to half of, like, your crit. If you're critting with this, you're doing backstab damage. So all of a sudden the backstab kind of gets lost, right? Now, there are some situations where backstab will do huge, but again, if you're critting with this or you're critting with this, the damage is substantial. Henry Bradford, what's going on, baby? Backstab, you want that in main hand, not Hopebringer. Well, that's the problem. So you really, like, some people are if you're try hard enough, okay, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put this in there. And then when you hit backstab or before you hit backstab, you're going to want to bandolier to your other, to this. It's like you want Hopebringer removed. What the fuck, Holmes? One piercing shot, one shot most fire mobs. Yeah. But then you have to wait for the delay for backstab to come back up. Whereas this is just auto attacking. This is just auto attacking. I mean, and then if you add an int caster into your build, which I'm not sure actually, I think I might try the Kelp Hilted Mace on this build. But if you're a real psycho, you go with this thing. But you have to have an int caster in your build. And you get that. You get that. SK Neck Rogue. Yeah, I mean, that would be an option. Like this, I think I'm currently leveling a Shadow Knight Necro Druid. And I think this is the weapon that I'm going to put on him. War Monk Neck Shield Spec. Yeah. War Rogue Beast is pretty nice. So actually, Sean Luke, do you enjoy that build? Because I think that build actually could be really strong. Now Cat is going to delete my Kelp Mace. Hurricane, I'm just asking him to nerf everything that you have. Pal Neck Wiz. Pal Neck Wiz could be fun. This is a Paladin Enchanter Wizard, and I think she's a lot of fun. Healing can get dicey, but it's super nice. So, main-handed the mace with my SK Bard Wizard, and it's silly for sure. Yeah, Cactus Slack, no joke, man. I use this on, this is what I use on my Warrior Neck Shaman, and it absolutely thumps things. Both my pets have Kelp Hilted Mace, yeah. Yeah, have you done Zeb with Pal Enchanter Wizard, just charm a frog? So I haven't done that yet. I haven't tried to do it because I've used this as my like little egg farmer. I actually purposefully de-leveled her so that I could just do eggs on her because she kills massive groups really easily. I could do like 3-4 eggs in a pull. So I de-leveled her, but I haven't. I did try her on test today, and I was able to kill Kazik in 90 seconds. And that's not necessarily like the hardest thing. I got a shit ton of eggs to do, but I'm waiting for the fourth. Oh man, don't even remind me about the fourth. Can't even do Saru for more than 20 seconds. Is that 4 Saru? I got so much work to do on her gear too. I've not figured that out. I'm only over a week on THJ. Oh, no shit. Do you understand the Saru fight? Or do you understand what the mechanics are there? 3 Lego block dodge in 2 days off sleeper. I'm rich. Oh, beast. What the shit? I did, and EQ means nothing here. I mean, it means a little bit. It means a little bit, Pargrock. So the issue with Saru is there's the Presorums in each one of the towers. And each time you kill, how do you feel about two-handed versus dual wielding versus sword and board? Luke, I'll get you in 1 second, buddy. So the Saru mechanic is essentially that there are 4 Presorums, one in each tower. Each Presorum grants him a specific buff. One gives him haste, one gives him a damage shield, one gives him like a bounce back. So when you cast a spell on him, he has a 50% chance to bounce it back on you. You've always did 4 or 4. Okay. So throughout the fight, at every threshold, he will summon an ad and put a basically a mana burn on you, and it'll drain your mana. I probably killed myself. Yeah, that's the thing. I have Time Forge deck. Yeah. Cactus, that's all. Yeah. That's what I would do too. Because you'd be backstabbing with the while shooting your bow. So Luke, how do I feel about two-handed versus dual wield? I think that if you're not a berserker, a two-hander is a really hard thing to argue for. The Zeb axe is like the only quote unquote good two-hander in the game currently. Monk two-hander. Monks are better with like 2 one-handed blunts. If you're like really trying to like advocate for the block bonus, you would want a one-hand blunt in either hand. The problem is that the like two-handers don't really, there's not really any good two-handers in the game, like I said, except for the Zeb one. Oh, wait, are all monks Jamaican? Jesus Christ. Doesn't Frenzy use main hand and offhand damage now? It does, but it's not about Frenzy necessarily. It's about the AAs they get that give two-hand bonuses. So like Monk has a bunch of bonuses to dual wielding, whereas the Berserker has a bunch of bonuses to two-handers. Show Foxconn. If you have to explain it. My God. Yikes, my main monk uses two-hand. So Chadwick, you should try 2 one-handers and parse it. Ooh, what do you say we raid Sarcoff? Let's raid Sarcoff, yeah? Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, it is now 8 p.m., which is the end of our stream. Is he hot? Of course he's hot. Sarcoff, our sexy little beast boy here. Oh, he's in chat too. Good for him. This guy is one of the more recent members of the stream team, and he's really inspired me to overhaul a bunch of my Discord stuff, which is one of the things that I need to work on now. Really good dude, really kind guy. I've watched his stream. He puts a lot of production and a lot of extra work into his stream, which I really appreciate. And like I said, he's one of the newer guys, so definitely want to welcome him in with a nice big raid. So guys, when you get over there, give him a lot of love. Give him all the love. And I really do appreciate it. We've gotten a lot of subs today. We got a lot of people who are very generous and gracious and appreciative. And I just want you guys to know, Jaden or Jalen, I don't remember exactly. It was, your name is kind of like a bunch of letters when I'm trying to read it really fast. But you, Coffee, listen, I have no hard feelings for any kind of dispute or disagreement over any of that stuff. Just know that like it's not personal for me. You know, chat became just you and me, you two and myself talking, and that's really not like conducive to what I want in my channel. So I respect you and love you both. Regardless, I hope you guys all have a good one. We'll be back tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. You guys are awesome. You take it easy, keep it sleazy, and I'll see you soon.